Muted. Sorry. I was a little slow on the uptake.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Real BBC. There's a reason why we were 59 seconds late.
Yeah, it's my fault.
We're all here on time. There was just things which needed to be said.
We had to discuss Fargate.
Apocalyptic things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Dude,
and
that final season of Fargate was apocalyptic, let me tell you.
Oh, amen to that.
Yeah,
but I still don't want him to reboot it. Fuck that.
No.
We've come out with a good idea to bring Fargate to the masses, really.
I think we did.
I think we did. I'm Az, your host.
We thought we had a good idea. Let's see if everybody else thinks that.
Well, we thought we had a good idea, and we're going to stick to it regardless of whether or
Doesn't
not
matter.
it's good.
We're rolling ahead.
Good,
Let's
bad,
go.
or indifferent. It is an idea. Molly, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I've completely wrapped up Expedition 33 now. I did like everything.
Even
the DLC. Oh yes, Simon's dead. Though that was funny learning about the feature of removing your whole team. I had to account for that. You know, wacky mechanics in that game, wacky surprise mechanics, you might even say. But no, yeah, go through the whole thing. I'm quite fond. Good game. High five.
Yeah.
Where's your playthrough? Is it on?
It is privated on my main channel.
Is it because it exploded?
No.
With reckless abandon. Why isn't it on HVV Gaming?
Should be.
Oh, it's one of the people say I should do that, and I'm like, dude, I can't be asked to travel all of those VODs over to another channel. Just watch them unlisted, it's fine.
Should be. However,
well,
dude, I got a bunch of toys arrived this week, Gary.
Did you now?
Expedition 33 toys?
No, I got
action figures.
The Batman Returns Hot Toys 2.0 version, which is
yeah.
Amazing. Put a little picky poo out about that. Actually, let's check.
For some reason, Sideshow sends you guys stuff way early, earlier than I get it.
They have just sent me like fucking 15 things.
Where's my Saruman, Sideshow? It was supposed to come out 6 months ago.
Sodom. Oh well, dude. These things have been due for a long time, and they're all sent them at once.
Yeah.
So you got interchangeable. By the way, this is interchangeable from Kitty Cat from
Well,
and then you've got a penguin alternate, a penguin gargoyle. So you could swap it out because Catwoman and Penguin, of course. And then you've got the interchangeable head with the torn cow, which is really good. And then you've got his big wings if you want to put the big wings on him. This is gorgeous, by the way. Gorgeous, it tells thee. My Baroness, G.I. Joe 1 in 6 Baroness arrived. My Picard, Cisco, and Worf all arrived from XO6. Nice.
Old man Peter.
Damage Toby's just coming out now as well.
Yeah.
And the Armored Batman 2.0 version from Hot Toys, which now has diecast on like most of the items, and it's interchangeable with all the destroyed battle armor from that fight as well, so you don't have to buy two versions, which you did in the original as well. So lots of stuff that which is so cool.
I'm learning ways to mount them on my ceiling.
Giggity.
Yeah. Well, you know, like I've already started doing that. Like the 1/6 scales that fly are all like hanging up now, or they swing. If they swing or fly, they're all. 'Cause I'm running out of fucking room, so now I'm gonna need them to like stand on the ceiling upside down, like they're on the moon or something.
Well, you could have certain characters that do that, no problem.
Well, this one can.
Yeah.
Is he No Way Home, Peter?
This is Old Man Peter.
Yeah.
How old?
Well, 50.
No, 40. Yeah,
40 something. Yeah.
Is that from No Way Home then? Because he's around
Yes.
about that
Yes.
age.
Yeah,
now.
that is
Yeah,
that is the No Way
Yeah.
Home.
This is
Hot
the
Toy
No Way
Peter, yeah.
Home Peter. And I got I don't have the No Way Home Andrew Garfield. I got the Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield with the mask and the backpack. And yeah, that one's good too. Not the movie, the action figure.
I just learned about a week ago that, you know, the image from, I think it's Homecoming, where he's lying down with his jacket on and the backpack and he's in his Spidey outfit with his Walkman on or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually a behind the scene picture. Tom was just chilling out and they snapped the picture and I thought it looked so good that they used
They made a hot toy on it. That's funny.
Yeah. They thought it would make it into.
Why not? I mean, Sideshow.
Yeah.
Well, Hot Toys could become, I mean, as far as American stuff, just Batman, Iron Man, and Spider-Man. And they'd be fine.
Well, it's pretty much becoming that, in
Yeah.
all honesty.
Well,
I mean,
you mean
how
like
many Batman come out? for
You mean
goodness
like
sake?
the comic industry is now the Batman industry?
The Batman industry?
Yes.
He's got no superpowers, but my God, he's carrying the whole of DC on his back right now. And then some.
And then some.
Yeah. Did you see the Screen Rant thing yesterday after the Netflix CEO said that Superman was a failure, and then Screen Rant went back to Superman made 100 million profit.
Yeah, from November 6th of November 9th of 2025.
Yeah.
That was some fun timing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's as if the company's for sale. And then I saw I saw somebody who should have known way better repost that. And I'm just like, get yourself some integrity. You know better. You know fucking better. But there you go.
Yeah, my response to it was that was really nice of the theater to give Warner Brothers
100%
of the ticket profits.
It
That was so nice.
So kind, yeah.
They are kind in giving movie theaters. They're not struggling at all.
But the new cope has dropped, Gary. Well, you see, it's from the home cinema profit.
The Fargate reboot's going to be called The New Cope.
The new cope.
A new cope.
Fargate, a new cope.
Yes.
That's what the reboot's going to be. But that's the new cope. Is you see this 100 million profit. That's from the home cinema. It was so successful at the home cinema that it debuted at number 9 and was on sale for $10 in 2 weeks. That it made all of the money. All of the money. And now it's 100 million in profit.
Oh, after its theatrical run. Is that what they're saying?
Well, Forbes, I think, adjusted it to be after theatrical run plus home cinema.
Oh, see, because in its theatrical run, it lost 42 to $48 million.
About 50 to 100 mil.
Yeah. In its theatrical run, where the run where it's supposed to make all its money back and then some and be profitable because they were expecting an 800 to 1 billion return.
Yes.
And that's why Ted Sarandos said they moved it to VOD earlier because it wasn't as successful. Now, he didn't use those words and people are going, he didn't use those words, but that's what he fucking meant. Let's not play games here. Come on.
Can we
stop? Just fucking stop. If you like the movie, great. No problem. It is not a runaway success. It's not a success in any way. It's probably almost the worst way you could have started out your universe. I mean, I guess it could have flopped. So good. You didn't flop. Good.
Well, you did flop.
You didn't have a massive flop. It wasn't like the Marvels, right?
No. This is just it, though. We're so used to mega flops that just minor flops are kind of getting a pass at times. But this is a flop. It didn't make its money back on its theatrical run.
Same people who were correctly arguing, by the way, that things like Thor: Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange Mom were not as successful as previously reported, are saying by the same metrics that Superman's a massive success.
Yes.
It's Superman. It's supposed to get more than that. It needs to get more than that, rather.
Well, I mean, the best metric for Superman is Man of Tomorrow. That was the best metric you could have used. It didn't even make anywhere close to Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Steel?
Man of Steel, sorry. It didn't even make close
I was like,
to what.
it's sequel that's not come out yet. How do you know the numbers?
I was gonna say. That's from the future.
It's like all those AI programs that were telling the results of the Super Bowl before it happened. Did you see that? They go like, hey, chat GPT, well, who's going to win the Super Bowl? And it'd be like, the Seattle Seahawks will win the Super Bowl by 17 points to 14, scoring high early on. The Patriots will come back in the second half, but the Seattle will be like, what? What is
Weird.
it? They haven't even kicked off yet. But yeah, Man of Steel, 680 mil worldwide, 2013.
So and then people started arguing about profit, and I'm like, hey, Man of Steel might not have made a penny,
might not have,
but it generated more money. But the budget was higher. Okay, even if we go off the Warner Brothers report, God, I can't believe we're fucking still doing this. God, people, just wake up, okay? The reported budget from Warner Brothers is a lie. But even if we use it, they still didn't make money theatrically. They lost $42 to $48 million.
Well, if you ask what is the budget of Superman now, instead of saying 350 million, it will say around 400 million, because it's up the marketing to around 175 million now from 125 million.
That marketing was not 175 million dollars.
That's 200 million.
200 million, and it was 300 million minimum for the budget. I'm being nice.
Yeah, it could be like 325. And of course, we'll never know about
home, in the UK.
The home take. So we're just literally at the mercy of what they want to report with stuff like that.
Hey, listen, at this point, fine. It was a massive hit. Lie to yourselves all you want. Fine, just go ahead. You win, massive profit. All right, let's see how things work out. Let's talk in the next 3 years, okay? Cheers.
How are we not already in a catastrophe with compared to his announcements? You know what I mean? Like, we've already seen a complete depreciation, collapse. Mr. In control of everything, knows how to do it.
What do you see everyone talk? Well, I mean, everyone's talking today about that Supergirl teaser.
What, the one I didn't even the one I didn't even bother looking at yesterday?
I was going to say I haven't seen it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Baby crypto. Oh my God, we're seeing baby dogs.
It's
puppies are cute.
All that James Gunn has done is what's it called? It's anthropomorphic. Is it anthropomorphic advertising? Anthropomorphic marketing?
Amorphized, I guess you mean.
Is it Which is it? Is it anthropomorphic?
Are you asking me? Ask the chat, please.
No, I'm asking. I'm clearly asking Mauler.
They're both words. I just don't.
I'm
not
clearly
sure
asking Mauler
grammatically appropriate. No, I know when you like try to sort of give personhood aspects to non-people, right?
It could be someone's saying it could be both. Yeah, but essentially using animals in marketing.
You have to break out the Scrooge quote. Do you know how many dogs and cats watch television? Is it Bobcat? Goldthwait, whatever. Yeah. That's going in the Supergirl video.
But essentially using animals to do your marketing for you because they're way more appealing than the human characters. Yeah. And that's what he did with Superman, and that's what he's doing now with Supergirl.
Dude, Baby Groot was his. He's going back to the well, his own well again.
But he had strong characters though with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, he did.
So he could have easily, Star-Lord or whoever he wanted to use would be fine. But now we're looking at Supergirl, who looks like she's, licking piss off a thistle. And then you've got what? Oh, look, it's little Crypto now.
So it's a prequel.
Awesome. I think it's flashback.
Oh, flashbacks. Okay.
Yeah. It's the flashback to how she finds Crypto. Then Krypton starts destroying itself, and then people start crying. And then she says Superman sees the good in everyone, but everyone else can go fuck themselves in the ass because I see the truth. Blah, blah, blah. Let's just, again, why try to Why use that line again? Because all it does is decrease Superman. It doesn't benefit. That line doesn't benefit Superman. It pulls him down in an effort to try and elevate your character.
No, and he didn't recognize that. That's the thing. Is he actually like, this is a banger? I'm looking for a. Did you hear the Grant Morrison take on the Jor-El and Laura?
What is Grant Morrison? So he probably fucking loved it. Probably would have.
He talks out of he talks out of both sides of his mouth on it.
Yeah, I saw that quote.
Yeah. Well, he does claim to be non-binary now.
Yeah, so maybe his male side was saying one thing and his female side was saying the other. I don't fucking know. Fucking weirdos. But yeah, I put that in the chat if you want to see it. And this is James Gunn's hero. Okay. This is like who he based the
yeah.
Except it really wasn't All-Star Superman. Except then they mentioned what it's actually based on. Except it's not really based on that. And you know,
you linked the Alex Jones exposes a Song of Fire and Ice.
Oh, we need to do that one. Save that one for later because that one's pretty fucking funny. I was saving that one for later. Sorry.
I was gonna say that
make sure to play that one later. It's fucking
yeah, it's funny. Did I
really link that?
Yeah.
That's not what I'm sending in the same. Are you going in the private chat?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, it just links to the Alex Jones thing. Yeah.
It does. Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Gosh damn it. Oh, because I'm retarded. That's why. But I mean, I think that's what everybody assumed.
I am shocked.
Don't let anyone say that.
Oh yeah,
I gave you my links to my bookmarks, which are all for this show. So.
Okay, let's. This is called Half the Picture.
Yeah.
What an interesting name. Do you want the full scoop? I mean, we only give you half the picture.
Yeah, well, we're running out of names on YouTube, and they've all been used.
Look, we've got a heel versus Baber. What the fuck does that mean? Let's go.
Things about the Superman movie is that twist of like, okay, Jor-El and Lara not what they appear to be, and Superman, you know, the message being that, you know, the message that Jor-El sent with the rocket with Cal is being corrupted, and the rest of that message was actually him saying, you know, you feel free to dominate, you know, mate. And I guess like, what was your sort of take on that? I guess it's
actually it was take loads of wives, get your fuck on, and then take over the world. But okay.
Yeah. Quite similar to the John Byrne version of Superman, I want to say, right?
I suppose it is a little, except Byrne's, they were just more cold and scientific and lacking in emotion, whereas they were out and out fascists. You know, they would just go and take over and then shag all the women.
So nothing like.
no, actually, no. The Byrne. Okay, in the Man of Steel, limited series by Byrne, where they relaunched Superman, Jor-El and Laura are sending Superman away, or they figure out Earth, and it's Laura who's, and I'm paraphrasing here. It's been a minute since I read it. Laura says, well, why don't we just send them to conquer? These look like primitive people. Why don't we just send them to conquer them? And Jor-El says something to the effect of, well, we could, but nah, you know, I think they're, you know, they could be better and blah, blah, blah. So
could be better.
Totally not like what happened in Superman's James Gunn.
So I didn't like it because I prefer when Krypton's this lost utopia. I like the idea that there was something amazing and nature just wiped it out, and their own lack of attention to detail allowed them to be wiped out. I think there's something much more poignant about that. For a long time, people like to take those utopias and go, well, what if it wasn't really a utopia? There was actually racism, and there was actually this, and it was actually just like here. And that's what happens. It becomes, well, it's just like here now. And that can...
Exactly. It's just the nihilistic world outside your window bollocks that they try to do when they watch CNN or whatever it is.
Mahler pays his stuff. Mahler pays more attention to stuff than I do. He's got a better memory. He's younger. Okay. Didn't fry his brain.
What's that, son?
He just said that he didn't like the twist, right?
I do remember him saying that. It was a while ago.
I know. It was like 5 seconds ago that he said he didn't like it. Now wait. Now play and see what comes up next.
it to me diminishes it. But as a twist in his version of the story, I thought it really worked, because the thing that I found almost upsetting in it was that it felt like Superman's morality was quite fragile throughout. That it was just based on this.
Didn't it?
We liked that. We liked his fragile morality. What's happening?
I don't know. And wish fulfillment.
What's this we shit?
Yeah.
In actual fact, I think one of the reasons why it didn't do very well is not a lot of people saw a lot of super in the Superman, which is exactly what James Gunn went for, by the way, because he said we're going to focus more on the man than the super. And everyone else seemed to be superly better than him.
Fulfillment bullshit that he's seen his parents. Well, you'll go out there and do a kindly deed every day, son, only to find out that meanwhile they're racist monsters. So that's what I felt. I've lost my train of thought there. That's one of those ones where I started out in a long ramble, and then
you need to try and coexist with it. I didn't like it, but it really worked for James Gunn because of his. Okay, yeah, trying.
In every non-binary, there's 4 non-binaries.
Trying to get out. If you just reconcile that together, then let's see what we get.
Lost myself on the mountainside.
I guess like the fact that that his morality was quite fragile.
Yeah, the morality. Yeah, that was it. The morality seemed fragile because it was based on this nonsense, and so I constantly.
Sorry,
it's so hard to track
fragile morality. I mean, what are we talking about? A fragile morality. The only thing that he had questioned is, I want to do good. You know, I want to be this hero for Earth. My parents have sort of torchlit the way for me. And then when I discover that they actually said, hey, get your fuck on, get your harem going, sunshine, he doesn't then question his own morality to be there. There wasn't a moment in the film where Superman's just like, well, maybe I should. There wasn't that. There was no doubt.
There was the whole conflict was just like, where do I derive that meaning from? That it's like you had it with your own parents the whole time, which was
yes.
Like,
and the very first thing he said was, that isn't me. To the Justice Gang, he's like, that's not me. So no, there was no questioning of his morality.
No, but maybe he means fragile morality, and it's like seems that he got it from these guys, and they're evil. So,
but he didn't know.
But he didn't know.
Well, but then also he didn't even get it really from them. He got it from his parents.
But yeah, they're in for 2 minutes,
and that's what like the message they were trying to get across was
he's a punk rocker.
Was that he got it from the Kents? He got it from the Kents, guys. It's like you can still get it from the Kents. That's the whole point. Is you come from an alien fucking world. We understand that. But it's also just James Gunn being cheeky.
Plus the whole point of Superman's morality comes from the Kents anyway. It's always come from the Kents.
Well, that's the thing. It never made sense that he made that mistake in that movie, because he had like 2 sentences from the L's, whereas in other versions, his father, like Jor-El, is a huge influence. Makes more sense if he's a huge influence to go between the parents. But you can't do that with this version. He had like 1 small message. The rest of it came from the Kents. It's just it doesn't work.
Doesn't make sense.
It really felt like Superman in it could just become a bad guy easily. It was like Batman and Killing Joke.
No. There was no point in that film that you were thinking, oh, hey, Clark could turn here. None.
Still not great that he's come away with this interpretation.
No, he's making his own film up in his head.
And this guy's written like good Superman stuff before. So like, I think he's maybe trying to explain James Gunn's side. I have no idea. But this is the problem with people. Listen, Grant Morrison, great comic book writer. I'm not going to diss the guy in any way. But like in Hollywood and other writers, when they approach Superman, particularly with James Gunn, and that's why I've talked about they don't put James Gunn does not put an American flag in his front yard for 4th of July. And I think that's kind of the basic thing you need to do to approach Superman, because a lot of people in Hollywood see Superman as Homelander. That's how they see him. So that's why they have such a hard time figuring him out, because there's no way that they can conceive that somebody is just good. Somebody can just be good. It's something that's out of their realm. You know, we're watching something right now where somebody is just good and people are loving it. Mahler. It's called Night of the Seven Kings.
It has like
aside
two,
from
you know.
Fargate.
We got to see it now. We can talk about it now. And
The Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
You didn't need to waste all this time with the twist, and then like even the people who were liking Superman were trying to cope with it, going, they'll fix it later, and then James Gunn comes out and goes, no, that's it. Which I still think I think they'll fix it. I think they will. That was never.
So he insisted over and over and over and over again that it wasn't a lie, but you have to imagine he's had some conversations with a few higher ups, being like, "Can you just switch that back, please?" And he's like, "You know, how much would you lose? Is there a major amount of storytelling you're going to get out of them being evil in future? Can you just switch it, please?"
Oy vey. Okay, let's carry on.
Was one bad day can mess up anybody. So that actually I found quite disturbing. All it needed was something bad to happen. His whole head would collapse.
Dude, this
And
selection
he is not selling it. So Superman is so fragile that he can flip on a dime, and it's like
become the Joker.
Kindness is the new punt rock, and unless he stubs his toe, and then he'll kill everybody.
Oh, I'm what did he say? What's he say in the fucking end credit scene? Sometimes I can be such a jerk.
Yeah,
which is stupid. No, I think we're in the realms of. I know that Grant Morrison likes to huff stuff. Certainly loved to huff LSD for a lot of years. I wonder if he's huffing the copium now.
But about that revelation at the end is that he was able to ride on through it, and
you drop acid. You don't huff it.
You could, but like, doesn't that add to it? If you're huffing acid, you're doing it all wrong, and you're even weirder.
Yeah, that's true.
But you huff copium, so I needed to get
I'm going to snort alcohol.
I needed to get them to align, Gary.
Somebody said he sounds drunk. He's Scottish.
Yes, Grant Morrison's very Scottish.
Yes.
Okay, that's Superman. Superman could handle that, and then he just shifts his attention to all the good memories he's got of his earthly parents.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know how well that worked, because the earthly parents seemed like an almost non-existent presence.
Well, that's because they were, Grant. That's because they were. They're in the film like fucking 5 minutes top. Well, less than 5 minutes, I think.
This has got to hurt James a little bit because he loves Grant Morrison stuff.
Grant's gone away with like 3 different takes on the thing itself. This is a bit of a catastrophe. It's just like, wait, no, it's not. Why are you saying all this?
Yeah, it's like, I didn't like it, but it works for James Gunn because Superman could flip on a dime, but he wouldn't because his earthly parents were there with his morality.
I thought it was disturbing. Like, wait, what?
Over the very end, and they even seem to have different personalities at the start, where they come across as these kind of yokel characters, and then later they'd seem to develop a completely different kind of vocabulary. And
that's because we didn't spend any time with them whatsoever.
Had, like 5 lines from the mum or whatever, and then nothing, and then a scene for the dad, and then nothing. Like, that's just, it was bad, James.
Bad James, naughty James.
Hit him with a newspaper.
Intelligence. So there was that too. But yeah, I thought all the story choices that I didn't necessarily like worked really well for this movie. So again, it's a version, isn't it? And it's like
it's a version.
It's a version.
Well, it's like everything I didn't like worked well for this. That says to me, I don't like this guy's stuff. So it works because I don't like it.
Listen,
it's a version, you know.
It's a version. It's a version, Haynes.
It's this
you should put that on the poster.
This is Grant Morrison.
It's a version. Grant Morrison.
It's a version.
How many stars?
Like I think in his own way, he's trying to be nice, and he probably hated it.
He's not. Put it this way. If he was trying to talk me into the cinema, he's failing massively.
I'm not like, wow, I gotta go see it.
Yeah. Holy shit. Get me my ticket now.
No, and I kind of like the version. I'm interested to see where it goes.
Me too. And I must say, I agree with your points totally. I mean, that was how I felt.
Oh dear.
Which one there, youngster?
Yeah, you gotta choose.
I agree with your wildly all over the place points. Yes. Oh.
I enjoyed it, and I liked it, but I was a little conflicted. But the longer I've let it sit with me, the more I've I think emotionally it lands. And I think that scene, because the scene I was going to bring up.
How many times has this guy seen Superman?
I don't know. Once.
If that.
Emotionally, see, that's the thing it lacked completely, was any kind of emotional engagement at all.
There wasn't any.
No, there was nothing to latch onto. There was nothing that felt inspiring or aspirational, which should be in a Superman, especially a first Superman movie. Yeah, that was the one thing I was surprised about as I was watching it and as it was going on. I'm like, oh, I'm not liking this.
Yeah, I legitimately thought, I was like, meh. Leading up to it, didn't like the marketing. I was already burnt out on the marketing, but I was literally going into it going, I bet you I come out going, that was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's where I thought I was going to be too.
I really thought I was going to come out with that, and I ended up coming out with like, that was shite. That was so mid. And then the more I thought about it, you come out of the cinema, and you sort of got that immediate sort of cinema feel,
Yep, recency bias.
Yeah, recency bias as it's called. And hit it with like a 5 out of 10. Was immediately challenged the next day by Mikey Gusler by the way that I described my review. And Mikey, and I was like, do you know what, Mikey? You're actually right. I can't be saying this, and this, and be giving it a 5, saying it's right down the middle. So he got immediately aggregated down from a 5 to a 4 after one day. And then I could sit on it a little bit more, think about it, and then it went down to a 3. So it's the 3 out of 10 is what it ended up being.
What kept it mid for me is I kept comparing it to like Ironheart, which I'm like, it's not as bad as Ironheart.
Jesus.
But that's not good.
No, there was way more black people.
And now we have it's not as bad as Starfleet Academy.
Superman poster better than Starfleet Academy, the real BBC.
God bless the guy out there. I'm not going to call him out on Twitter, but I put it in one of my daily clips. We put Wonder Man is better than Ironheart, and he was like, "Stop endorsing that stuff." I'm all, that's not an endorsement.
No. yeah. It's not an endorsement.
It's not an endorsement, dude.
It's not.
Wonder Man only came out 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, gone.
So
maybe give it another year. Maybe that 3 will go down to a 2.
No. If people were wondering why it was basically shadow dropped, it's for exactly the reason I got it confirmed yesterday. Exactly the reason you thought. The executives, while people inside of Marvel were excited about it, the executives are like, what's this for? How do we sell it? We don't believe in this project at all. We're just jumping it all at once and never going to talk about it again. That's what Disney thought of it. Current regime, by the way.
Well, Wonder Man wasn't a Marvel show in essence. No. It wasn't a superhero show in essence. Shad's absolutely right in that.
Nope.
And it was a film. It was a TV series for them. It was a TV series that was essentially made for them about their industry, and it was very self-aggrandizing and
it wasn't even that
self-fallaciating.
It wasn't even like that self-critical a little bit, but they could have gone way harder.
No, because everything they criticized always ended up with being, but it's so important. We're changing things. We are doing this. We're making a difference. Blah blah blah. So they were never. It was that half-hearted. Like I said, girls get things done. Ha ha ha. But no, really, girls get things done.
Having spoken, and you have too. All of you have, having experienced it, the making of any kind of film, short film, movie, but hearing it from the big studio perspective, it sounds like a a miserable experience. It doesn't sound fun at all.
No.
Like
when he was like suggesting lines and they were incorporating them, I was just like, as if this happens on a Marvel production. Like,
yeah.
They don't even have a script to fucking react to. So
no, some of the stuff I've heard, it sounds like a nightmare. And like, why would you even want to do it? Like at this point,
Gary. Speaking of no scripts.
Speaking of what?
Speaking of no scripts.
Oh yeah.
Our lips are sealed.
You're talking about where, you know, his morality continues. So the scene where he sort of faces off with Lex and says, you know, being human is making mistakes, but I that's what's my greatest strength. And I feel like for me that is very much.
I am so confused.
Making mistakes is my greatest strength.
Where's the Billy Madison clip when you need it?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Wow, it's incredible.
Everybody in this room is dumber for actually having heard that.
I don't think anyone's got a fucking clue about this Superman film. James, what were you trying to do? Because you got this guy, this mop here, thinking that Superman's greatest strength is being shit.
Just to be clear, okay? Because
it's a version.
I don't like this movie, but what happens is Superman says, I'm as human as anybody. I get scared. I can love. I wake up and I'm not even sure what I'm doing. I just put one foot in front of the other. He says all that shit, right? And he's like, I got to make the best choices I can, but I do screw up. But that's being human, and that's my greatest strength. He's boiled that down into, I make mistakes, and that's my strength.
I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
What odd choice.
Not even I learn from my mistakes, and that's my greatest strength.
I make mistakes. Dropping Lois from a tall building is my greatest strength. Oh man.
For a lot of people, become a very important moment in the film and really resonate with people. And it reminds me, it's completely different, but it's for me, it's the heart of.
There's a lot of retards out there that can relate to that. Oh my god, this is the funniest comedy I've fucking listened to in ages, man. People trying to decipher James Gunn's Superman's James Gunn.
It's breaking everybody's sanity because you're looking for something that isn't there.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. There's nothing in it. Whatever James Gunn thinks is in it is not in it. Kindness is the new punk rock is one of the dumbest things I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Yes.
That's like
yes.
That's like saying, I don't know, a screwdriver is the new chocolate. It makes no fucking sense.
Well, no, but you say that after he's just like says terrible things to his audience and shit like that. And then he goes, kindness is the new punk rock. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
look at his face. He don't even know what the fuck is this.
Went to a lot of punk rock shows in my time, hung out with a lot of punk rockers.
A lot of kindness going on there.
Yeah, kindness is not the first word I would, not even the 1,000th word I would come up with when it came to hanging out with them.
What? That's crazy. Remember when these Sex Pistols would come on stage and go, hug everyone, hug the person next to you.
Big hugs, everybody.
You know, and then ask them if they got any heroin.
Well, I mean, I've been to punk rock shows where they've gone up on stage and go, does anybody have any heroin? That has happened a lot.
No hugs, no, just heroin.
To the point where, like, you're not getting a show tonight unless somebody brings up some heroin.
Rocky, yes, I am. Oh,
the movie in the way that the girl on the rooftop in All Star Superman is the heart of your story of All Star Superman. When you saw that, was that something that kind of, how did that resonate with you, that scene?
Yeah, well, again, I was happy to see him kind of showing his Superman
that's the one who's going to jump. Is he talking about?
strength, because like I say, I felt there was a fragility there which was worrying to me. And again, that works. That's dramatically that worked, because I was instantly kind of worried about Superman, which is pretty good because he's Superman, he's a tough guy, but they put him in a position where I was concerned that he would break down, or that he'd lose his compass. And the fact that he didn't was just nice to see. I'm glad that they just showed that Superman is different from us. He processes things differently and he finds the good in things.
The point of the movie was that he processes things just like a human and moves past it just like a human. The guy was off, but that's the whole greatest strength thing.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Gary.
You're welcome.
That was that was a lot of laughs.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, the chat was mentioning Gigi Allen, the very picture of kindness. If you don't know who Gigi Allen is, look it up.
He's a punk rocker. Yes,
he's a punk rocker. Yes, he is. He's also dead. And he was insane. There's a movie about him.
Awesome.
Directed by Todd Phillips.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
it's not Joker. No, there's actually a movie about it.
I was going to say, is there a prison rape shower? Prison shower with rape in it? No?
Prison rape shower.
Those prison showers were getting raped, dude. Those nozzles were being, I don't even want to talk about it. It's very upsetting. Very upsetting to talk about. Oh my goodness me. Well, yeah, that's all this started. In case you're wondering how on earth that got on, due to Superman, massive success at the cinema, even though it's not. But let's cope.
It started with Ted Sarandos telling the truth, and then people trying to tell us that's not what he said. And then using
the CEO of the actual streaming service who knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
He doesn't know, but the fuckwit from Screen Rant that knows shit about shit.
We got to remember the lowest common denominator, because what they're saying is Ted Sarandos didn't say the words wasn't successful. But he alluded to it in his statement.
He said didn't he say below expectations?
Yeah. But they were just saying those words were literally not what he said. And it's like, okay, we're not saying that's exactly what, but this is the internet. So yeah, maybe you talk slowly.
Well, because he took an example that underperformed, he said. He took an example which underperformed, an example which overperformed. Superman, which underperformed, and Sinners, which overperformed.
And more importantly, there was a movie he could have picked that was a flop that went out early from Warner Brothers. That year, he decided to choose Superman, not Mickey 17.
Oh, yeah.
Which he certainly curious.
Curious and curiouser. I'm a punk rocker. Yes, I am.
Oh,
So, goodness gracious, mate. Hold on. So I'm going to bring up this Supergirl trailer. Which did nothing. Nothing. Oh, wow. Did nothing for me. It's just, this is a 30-second spot. 45-second spot. Is this the one? Here we go. It's well, yeah. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
this.
I'm gonna kill a doggy.
My God, it's a killer dog. It literally is this all he's got.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. I haven't seen this before.
Haven't you?
No.
Oh, this is all he's got to. It's literally crypto. It's all I've got. It's all I've got is crypto. Can we get a Superman movie? All I can offer you is crypto. It's that fucking porn stars meme. Because it's James Gunn's dog, of course, so it's the most important thing.
Who are you?
CGI dog.
What was it like
Not
to
even
lose
a real
everything
dog.
in a day?
What emotion? What's it like to lose everything in a day?
He's all right.
Hey, what's it like?
Aye.
What's it, Gary?
Oi.
Hey, Gary, what's
Oh,
it like to
Jazza.
lose everything in a day? Hey,
It's all right.
it's all right.
It's
I had a point.
Yeah, I saw it in.
Tom didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. This is not gonna end well for you guys.
Yeah, obviously.
Just want to check something, by the way.
Isn't that kind of...
What's Superman like?
Need to go back a little further. Yeah, here we go. Hold on.
For you.
Has the S logo been taken off the chest here? Is the S logo not on here, or is it just difficult to see because of the?
He's just wearing a t-shirt.
Is it just a T-shirt she's wearing?
Yeah, I don't think that's the super suit or anything.
Okay, that'll be why then.
You guys. What's Superman like? He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
I fucking
Based on a story by Tom King.
yeah. Oh, didn't you see? This is a first for superhero movies because this is actually according to whichever one it was, Screen Rant or whatever, a direct adaptation of Tom King's book. Which it won't be.
No.
At
No.
all. So it's all bollocks.
Are they saying it's the first direct adaptation of a comic book?
Yes.
Or
yes, first direct.
so they haven't seen Sin City?
I don't think they've seen anything, man.
Okay.
I was going to say they haven't seen anything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That does not look.
Give me something for the cringe and let me die.
Oh, jeez.
That's all he's got. Anthropomorphic. Is it anthropomorphic marketing?
The
That's
dog
it.
looks fake as fuck.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not even sure I would call that anthropomorphic. It's more just like, what do you just, cute bait. Just
Cute
like
bait.
Cute
dog.
bait.
Yeah. We've talked about it forever. The dog is just the easy way to people's hearts, sort of shit. It just feels desperate at this point.
Oh, it.
Especially because Crypto's like an asshole.
Well, no, it's funny because I posted a response to that trailer initially, and I did it on my mobile phone, and I must have done it, hit send, and then just closed the app down because it didn't send it. But I actually responded instead of just nothing, which I wrote back late when I came back on and realized it hadn't sent. I did it again, but I put nothing. But the first time I did it, I literally just put desperation.
Yeah.
It's just desperation. Then I said that was after seeing that trailer. To me, it's just like, look, doggy, please, you like doggy, go see girl with fucking resting bitch face say fucking shitty lines about the fucking premier hero in my universe.
Woo.
Yes. And this is the second movie
yeah.
which will not hit 600 million. Despite what Campia said.
No, because it's going to hit $1 billion.
It's going to hit $1 billion.
Trillion.
Why do 600 mil when you can do $1 billion?
Yeah. Aim high.
I say and miss
Badly.
spectacularly.
Catastrophically.
It was a catastrophic week. Oh, I'm so done with the Gunverse. I really am. It's only been ironically only been one film.
Barely started.
I know.
Dude, it just
It's
started
one
like
film.
3 months. Well, I mean, we watched Peacemaker
I
season 2.
know.
That's enough to discourage anybody.
Yeah.
That made me. I mean, we had a conversation with somebody today, and they were just like, "I'd be happy for 2 to 3 superhero movies a year," and I'm just thinking, I don't want. I wouldn't mind one every 3 years at this
At
rate.
this point,
Yeah, maybe one every 3 years, please. I'm so fucking done. I am so done.
Well, it's just incredible that we're this far into it and they're still making the same mistakes they've been making all along. And they know there's something wrong and they can't necessarily fix it because they have this little problem in their building. It's filled with activists with no talent. And they can't get rid of them.
Up a lot of
we've heard there's a purge. We've heard there's a purge in Hollywood, but like
another is fuck off.
Dude, I haven't seen it yet, but The Burbs came out. It's comedy. I don't even know what
did you hear that thing about the white picket fence?
Yeah, I saw Steph's tweet about it. I'm like, man, this shit is still going on. And Starfleet Academy is running right now. Like the worst of the worst of the worst.
Here, let me show you this beginning bit about The Burbs. You're gonna love this, everybody.
Is this why I think it is? Like the poster is all I saw, and I burst out laughing on Twitter.
Yeah. So for one,
I was like, they're doing it again.
So let's just preface this by saying this movie wasn't a massive hit.
No,
a lot of people don't even know what it is. I don't think.
No, it's a movie from a long time ago with Tom Hanks.
Yep.
But this is the way that they just describe the start of it. And I don't think you need to know anything about The Burbs just to understand the kind of modernity of what you're about to hear.
I can't believe we have a white picket fence. And they're so charming and yet so microaggressive at the same time.
What
yeah, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm done. Congratulations, you beat Wheel of Time. That was 38 seconds. This is 6. And I'm done. It's not even funny. It's not clever. It's not funny. It's fucking retarded. And they're like, oh, our new neighbor's a massive cunt. Joygasm. Just in case you didn't hear it, chat. Just once more with feeling.
Yeah.
I can't believe we have a white picket fence. And they're so charming and yet so microaggressive at the same time.
I give up. What's this other bit? I don't know this other bit. I just want to hear what she says. I just want to see what retarded stuff she says on the other part, actually. Let's bring this back up. Cheers, Steph. No, it's Spider-Man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well. Oh, that was just terrible acting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Ray Peterson is now...
You sold that fear to me.
Put that back up. Put that back up.
Okay.
I want to read it.
Okay.
She has a... Or maybe you should read it.
Right, let's go through. I watched the first episodes of The Burbs remake. This is the first line. I can't believe we have a white picket fence. They're so charming and yet so microaggressive at the same time. Yes, white picket fences are now racist. Ray Peterson is now Samira Fisher, a civil litigation attorney, social change, and first-time mother who's questioning living in a white neighborhood. Her husband is a woke white British man who doesn't want his paternity leave to end and works as a book editor. While listening to rap in her car, a white neighbor knocks on Samira's window and yells, "Can I help you?" While white neighbor judges her for listening to rap in front of a baby, and it's framed as a bad thing. White neighbor knows her husband and says, "I heard you were back." While white neighbor asks if her name is Africa. What?
African.
White neighbor. Well, it could have been Africa because that's what. Anyway,
yeah.
White neighbor asks if her name is African. Oh my goodness, is Samira African? When was this written, by the way?
Oh, probably 2 years ago. That'd be my guess.
Invites her to wine night and encourages to pump and dump since she's breastfeeding. Samira calls her brother and says her new neighborhood is Caucasian.
So it's safe.
So yeah. Am I a bad mum for bringing my melanated son out here? Quote. Holy fuck. Brother says it's a good neighborhood to raise his son, but Samira wants more for herself. Says her white neighbors are crazy. Husband's best friend is a sad man who is getting divorced because his wife is unhappy and wants to start over while she's young, but she's really just screwing her dentist. Husband and best friend know something about the creepy house, but are keeping it from Samira. Samira notices creepy things about the house across the street throughout the episode. White lady mispronounces Samira's name, and it's framed as an insult. Another neighbor is a gay white woman. Quote, there's a lot of people who don't care for middle-aged lesbians. An odd white man who calls himself a lone wolf. After meeting her neighbors, Samira describes the vibe as it's giving Get Out.
Candace Owens, the TV show.
Yeah.
Chat said Candace Owens, the TV show.
It sounds like, you know, just a little bit more, just a little bit less crazy, I think. Anyway, Indian best friend says the neighbors were racist until they tried to act not racist, until they eventually really weren't racist.
The Indian neighbors?
Apparently. Tom Hanks makes a cameo as the founder of Hinkley Hills. The highly educated lawyer, Samira, begins her investigation into the creepy house with Google searches for, quote, Hinkley Hills house old and Hinkley Hills Alison Grant murder bad. White librarian calls Samira's son a, quote, cute little mocker munchkin. And Samira is insulted. Creepy house goes up for sale and sells quickly to a doctor. Samira welcomes the new neighbor with a plate of brownies, but the new owner calls the cops on her for trespassing. Quote,
They gotta be brownies.
They were a black person skulking around their property. Cops are racist, but they know her husband, so it becomes a misunderstanding. Samira gets mad. Her husband is nice to the cops. She's a lawyer. She's a
civil litigation attorney.
Yeah. Neighbor comes over to comfort Samira. We share your rage, quote. And Samira smiles even though she called them crazy the whole episode. Samira, no longer on the fence about living in the suburbs, decides to stay to stick it to the racist new neighbor. Villain and new neighbor, white man.
It's on Hulu, right? This is on Hulu, so it's Disney.
I don't care where it is.
I'm guessing Hulu.
Yeah, it's like Karen 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah,
it did sound a lot like Karen, actually.
But Karen was hilariously bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed Karen.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun film.
Oh, it's on Peacock.
I laughed a lot.
That's why nobody subscribes to fucking Peacock.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
That sounds like for one, it's just a terrible idea to remake a very, very mid movie, a Tom Hanks movie that barely anybody remembers.
No, I think that's what you should. If you're gonna remake something, make something bad and make it into something good.
Sure, but that bad thing has to have a good foundation, right? Like this was a good idea, just fucked up on the execution. Like Burbs is just not a great concept. It's not a great movie. I wouldn't call it a cult classic. I saw it in the theater. I was like,
Yeah, I think I've seen it once, like 35 years ago.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine, but I don't think TV series from it. But of course, they have no fucking ideas.
No.
But ultimately, you're right. If you take something like Battlestar Galactica, which a show I loved, but let's just say the execution was very 70s. It was very formulaic, but it has a foundation for great sci-fi, like utterly great sci-fi with the Greek and Egyptian coding using their language it has. And they remade it one way. They made it very grounded. I still want a remake of like the 70s Battlestar Galactica with the aliens and Lucifer and all that shit. I think that would be fucking great. In another world, in another universe, because not ours. Nothing great is coming from ours.
No.
Yeah, Money Pit is better, way fucking better than The Burbs.
Oh, Money
1,000
Pit's
times
great.
Yeah.
I like that film a lot. Money Pit's a very funny film.
Great.
Yeah. And like as a kid, it was just silly funny, but when you became an adult, it was just like, God, this resonates.
Yeah. When she's like, the plumber hit on me, he's all, well, maybe you should sleep with him just this once if we get it. If it knocks it off the price a little bit, might be something to think about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fucking great stuff. That is good stuff. I'm gonna redirect. Let's redirect the conversation now.
Shall we? Away from
Shall we? Let's have a chat about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I'll
allow it.
You'll allow it. So I saw all 4 episodes. These are to the people who didn't watch FNT. I watched all 4 episodes as per our new doctrine, thanks to Gary, as we have to watch it for Friday Night Tights. Although we got no new episode this week, of course, because it was earlier.
That was some 4D chess.
Yeah. And
maybe 2D
chess. It was fun. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. No spoilers. Are we doing spoilers or no spoilers?
It's up to you. It's your show.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? Do you want new spoilers?
Well, I won't do book spoilers, and Mahler will not do book spoilers. I'm guessing. I'm not speaking for him. But,
sure.
Yeah, but I think you could pretty much talk about the 4 episodes at this point.
No, even though I've seen the episode. Shut up then. Right, we'll do spoilers. We'll do spoilers. So yeah, saw all 4 episodes. I thought absolutely fantastic. It was it was. I mean, it was because I watched all 4 literally leading up into FNT. So I've done the video.
You sat down and like did all 4 in a row.
Yeah.
So how was that for you? It's pretty seamless because I've read back.
Dude, I wanted more. As soon as the 4th episode ended, I finished it about I want to say half an hour before FNT, and I was just like, "Fuck! I need episode 5 now. I needed it now." Like this is how good. Right, this is how good it got. We joked about this on FNT, but. Like the first 2 episodes were watched in 1080, fine. And then the 3rd episode had been provided at 480. And I was so disgusted. I was just like, no, I'll do it myself. I am not. I refuse to see a show of this caliber in 480p. Thank you. So yeah. I'll just go for let's start with you. Both of you read the book.
Yes.
Yes.
Not giving any of the book spoilers away, but how for you does it sort of play out from the books to the screen?
Oh, like 9 out of 10. It's pretty much got everything. There's like 1 or 2 tweaks missing. I probably would have preferred a bit more flesh on everything, but that's just we're preferences at that point.
Yeah, whatever complaints I have are very minor. It's basically how I heard the voice when I was listening to the audiobook and the one in my head for like Arian Bright Flame, because he's played really different than I expected in the show. And I kind of like that they make him much more calm. He's supposed to be like this flamboyant guy, and he's not. He's just kind of calm evil, which I'm fine with that. There's a line that's missing. We discovered last episode that they really should have left in. It's like it's a banger line, so maybe they save it till later. I'm not sure, but that's minor. As far as the book, what they have done is, because it's so short, they have taken stuff that happens later on and they put some of that in the first episode. So they've changed the order, and pretty much all the flashbacks with Arland are added for the show. And they've been great. So their additions have actually really helped the show, and they don't do the book a disservice. So I agree with Mahler. 9 out of 10 on adaptation. Getting the spirit, it's not word for word. It's not in the right order, but it's certainly good enough. And almost every line of dialogue is plucked out of the book. I mean, they don't leave much behind, and that's the smart move, because as critical as I am of George and other people of George, we're critical because he's fucking fat and lazy. But the guy writes exquisite dialogue, like really good dialogue at times.
Is there only one more book to go with Duncan Eggers? The more?
No, there's 3 novellas. So it's The Hedge Knight. That's the one we're adapting right now. Then there's The Sworn Sword. That's the next one. And then Mystery Knight, which is my favorite.
Is it correct? Because I did a little bit of research. But is it correct that Dunk's actually meant to be in the books? He's 16.
He's supposed to be between 16 and 18. Doesn't really even know when he was born.
Okay, but in the show they've said we've purposely aged him up a bit, and he's in his 20s for the show.
Yep.
Just for it to get, I guess, work a little bit better. Very difficult to find. Well, I guess acting 6'4"-ish,
it's
young actors to kind of grow
to find a specific person to fit that, and they cast him perfectly. I mean, I don't know the books, but just the casting of Dunk seems to be. He's such a likable character. Like everything he does, he's likable. Even his little gaffes show his, if he goes the wrong way or he bumps his head or whatever, they're endearing and not eye rolling. And then his morality is just like unwavering. And that I'm finding very interesting. It's not fragile as his morality.
It's not fragile at all.
It's not fragile.
No.
And he has next to nothing. He has lost his entire world, and he has one shot at continuing his life, which is this tournament. He's going to basically bet everything on this tournament with not enough training and just relying basically on his size
and strength.
He's so good-hearted as well that like a lot of his honor is very automatic and easy. It's how he treats everybody in the world, how he behaves, what actions he takes, and the fact that his, so to speak, lie, or at least what we can understand it to be right now, that there's complications with his knighthood, seems to bring him a lot of guilt when anyone else in that world wouldn't care, because they'd be like, it's whatever, I need it to survive, sort of thing. But he takes it that seriously.
Yeah, it's definitely majorly hinted that either he wasn't knighted or he wasn't knighted correctly. Like the wording, they couldn't get he couldn't, like his mentor, his master couldn't get the wording right, sort of thing. So it's sort of like, this is the best I can do for or he just keeled over halfway through the knighthood or whatever. We don't know quite what happened there.
I kind of don't think we should ever know, because it's really not the point. The point of the story.
Exactly. Yeah.
And one of the great things about his morality that's not fragile and the use of empathy, because they understand the word in this show. So when he is getting clowned on by some of the like the horrors, he's so endearing and nice that they like, because it's a vulnerability in Westeros. Westeros is a horrible world. It's a grim, dark world, and you have this sweet summer child running around, and he actually gets people to like who would normally just blow him off, like, oh, I kind of like this guy. He's a rare thing in this world. We're gonna root for him, right? And that really comes across, and they don't have to state it. They don't even use the word empathy, right? And it shows you how inspiring he can be. But right now it's just, oh, we kind of feel sorry for him because this dumb guy, and it might be like they think, oh, he's just dead. You got no chance. But they'll find out. They'll find out like that this actually does work, and being a true knight does work in this horrible world. But like we also have to keep in mind it is a Song of Ice and Fire, right? So the next episode will be the most talked about episode. Not going to tell you what happens.
Oh, well, I mean, we're about to go into the fight, so there's going to be
sure are.
There's going to be shenanigans and shenanigans.
Oh. But the importance of good casting and authentic casting to the story comes through. Even if you haven't read the book, a viewer, an average fan could smell inauthenticity, and it's a really authentic work. And I know there's people out there who are like, I'm fucking done with Game of Thrones because of season 8, and I didn't like House of Dragon season 2, whatever. That's fair. Whatever. But this show is something different, and a lot of it you could chalk up to like, we've gotten so much shit lately. This is a breath of fresh air.
Big time.
It's a very simple show. It's not overly complicated at all, but it has subtleties and subtext in it that is a lost art in Hollywood now, where they're not writing it for second viewing. They're not explaining everything to you.
No.
You need to watch facial expressions.
Yes.
And you see emotions just through the eyes and stuff, that like the stuff where you have to pay attention and watch.
But it draws you in. That's the thing. It draws you in to pay attention to that. And that's what I found. That's what I found one of the show's biggest strengths is I wasn't, I was watching it on the PC, and I wasn't like jumping to another window to just like, check my social media, do this, do that. I was just like glued.
Yep.
To what was going on the page. And you mentioned about the prostitutes, like, mocking him a bit. And then when he leaves and he turns around, he says, no one need to mock me,
Yeah.
And they felt bad. And it was kind of like a turning point for them, because they actually felt bad, because they're just kind of,
and then they tell him, like, they genuinely go, take care of yourself. It's the only body you got. And they're also saying like, hey, we know what you're talking about. We're whores. So we put our body, we put our bodies in danger all the time. And I thought that was a really nice moment. And you get like genuine nice moments that actually have feeling behind them, where you don't get that. Sorry, my fucking thing is buzzing.
Yeah, you talked about empathy, and when he's with Egg, when he's with Egg, he'll say, Egg will say something because of Egg's position, no joke intended, no pun intended, but because of Egg's position, he speaks in a certain manner, and he speaks in a certain way, and he doesn't sort of hold back because of his position, which Dunk doesn't realize. So Dunk is forever telling you, oi, you cut that out, or I'll fucking wallop you, and he's always threatening, never does.
No.
His master was forever whacking him around. He normally cuts him, get his fucking head smacked somewhere, that smacked somewhere. But when it came to Egg, he sort of says it a lot. Doesn't ever touch him. Doesn't ever raise a finger to him. Doesn't sort of believe in that. So I kind of really, it's little things like that really add to the character, and you see the morality of the character and what he deems to be correct, morally correct, and what he deems to be, the size of him compared with Egg. You can tell that he's just saying this would be horrendous for me to smack him around.
Yeah.
It would be a terrible thing for, whereas he was always bigger than his master. So maybe he justified in his own mind how he took it, but he wasn't going to be the one to
Lionel brings that up a lot. Big guys you ever been punched in the face?
A lot. Yeah. They get hit
a lot.
Yeah. Big guys get hit a lot. Yeah. Which was awesome. And I did have that tinge of not a concern, but I sort of like, at the beginning bit where he's like, he's buried his master, and he's like talking to the horses. Oh, if I sold you, I could make so much money. Foreshadowing, of course. But we're gonna go off and we're gonna do this and that, and he sort of get the Game of Thrones theme starting to well up slowly, and then just well up a bit, and then it just cuts to him go literally projectile shitting out of his ass.
Yep.
And I was kind of like, oh no, they sort of. I don't want them to go down that comedic mocking route, but it wasn't. It didn't, because
it's a payoff for later. They pay off later.
It's a payoff for later on.
Huge payoff, massive payoff, and
which just got my fucking
dude.
I was goosebumpy with it.
Yeah, there's a couple of goosebump moments for me in that last episode when Raymond Fossaway is getting knighted. I thought that was fucking cool.
When he looked up towards the knights, like you saw him looking up there, his eyes were steel.
Yep.
They were steel when he was saying, who will come and my master fought for you. He sat at your tables. He ate your food. He aided you in battle. Who will repay you that? And he was like steel. And then when the knight stands up, fart, sit down again. And he like that. And you thought it could defeat him. And then he was just like, no. Is there not one of you? And he absolutely tears him another arsehole. And I'm just like, I'm fucking liking this. I know his life's on the line and everything, but I'm I am really liking this guy, because that is his moral core coming right out. He's just angry. Not that he's going to potentially die, but he's angry because of the lack of
honor.
Yeah, lack of honor amongst those knights. And it's and then when those, I gotta be honest with you, I called it immediately, because when he looks up, the hand's not on his chair, and I noticed
that was like
a
bit of a clue.
I think that's a bit of a huge giveaway what was going to happen, because it's
a lot of people don't see it coming. I think because you get distracted with like they might do something else, or there's no one. It's just, it makes complete sense with the story they've set up, but I think there's enough room to forget for a second that Baelor would do it. It's because of his position, obviously. Like, that would be insane.
Well, yeah, like that is literally insane for a Hand of the King.
But he has, but Baelor throughout the whole show, what I love about the show is the consistency of the characters, by the way. The consistency of the characters is great. And I won't say what it is just for chat's benefit, but even the curveball we get, you're like, I can absolutely understand that. I can totally believe that. I can totally understand that based on what we've seen so far. So when Baelor comes out, Baelor has been honorable throughout the whole show. And he is a man of honor. He's subdued. He knows the game. So he kind of sees the naivete in people, and he understands the fucking sharks in the room.
Yes. And he understands when to act and not to act. Like when he sees Arian Brightflame stab Humphrey Harding's horse, and knows that's like totally dishonorable. He grimaces, but he doesn't do anything. Yeah, because he can't make his own house look bad. This is already a massive shit show. The fact that the Targaryens are in this backwater hole at the behest of their king, because they are losing power and they have to assert their power. So they have to go to things like this, when during the Dragon Days, they wouldn't have wasted their time on something like this. Right?
Sure.
So, and it's already just turned to shit. Like, and now we have to salvage this somehow, because.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more instead of an acting moment, it's more like a for fuck's sake type
Jesus
of moment.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. You know, as if we got enough fucking issues, mate. So when he came out and obviously went on the side of Dunk, you're just like, fuck yeah. But the music,
Mm.
when it pays off the music, and you just like, whoo! And that was just like, oh no, this is a show that's saying to you, we are very much in this universe. And this is like a payoff. I thought it's absolutely superb. I've got goosebumps just speaking about it now. And I cannot fucking wait until Sunday now. Well, it's going to be Monday, I guess. But
out of curiosity, Az, what would you have said to past you who's yet to discover that it was your homework?
No regrets. No regret. Not as much as
no, I'm not asking that. I'm saying if he says to you, "I'm not watching it because blah 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 blah," would you be like, you might want to, or would you? Be like,
you mean
yeah,
if I was speaking to my past self about not watching a show?
Yeah.
I don't know. I quite like the way that things worked out. In as much as Gary in the FNT chat was just like, this is now homework for FNT. So I was kind of forced to watch it, because being forced to watch it and getting those 4 episodes done in a row, I just had 2 hours of absolutely amazing television. And that in itself was a good death is its own reward. You know, it was just kind of like, oh. So instead of being sort of pressured by a third party, go on then, go on. It was just a great
But
thing.
you know, when Mahler and I are watching a show or a movie, and we're like, "This is really good." Az should watch this. Az would.
You've read the books. I ain't read any of the books.
It's not about you don't need the books.
No. But I mean, it's a perspective, isn't it?
I wasn't fully sold on the show with the first episode.
Really?
Not in the sense of recommending it to everybody.
Yeah.
I get that.
First
I needed
episode
to
was
see
like,
more. Yeah,
it's neat. We need more. You know.
Yeah, I needed to see more on the second episode, and then the second episode, the second episode is what kind of hooked me in a lot more, and then the third episode was just like, oh, this is getting so good, and then that fourth episode is just like,
oh, at the end of the third episode, Melissa was like, "No way!" You know, she's like, "Oh, that's awesome!" I'm like, yep.
Yeah, because Shad asked me on FNT, it was just like, what did you think to that moment where Dunk's, you know, looking like he's gonna not come out of it too good. Get his teeth kicked in and everything. And I was watching that. I'm like, how the fuck does he get out of this?
Well, this is Game of Thrones. You're expecting him to get his teeth.
You're expecting him to,
yeah.
And so I'm just like, how does he get out of this? And I was literally like, kind of like my hand was like over my mouth, and I'm sort of like, and then, you know, we get the egg reveal, and it's just like, oh man.
I'm gonna get a crazy double layer hypothetical. So if he hadn't given you homework and the ultimate dimension is having you run without it, but you could go and change that, would you?
I mean, knowing what I know now, I would say to myself, if I said to myself, trust me,
you can't trust us.
No, it's no, I can't trust Game of Thrones.
That doesn't really answer that, because that means you supersede Game of Thrones, but we don't.
No, it's like I said, for me, when you read the books, you kind of got more of a vested interest, or you have more to call upon in comparison.
Yeah, I know it's not gonna. Like I said, even if they just do these 3 stories and end it there, it's not going to break your heart like Game of Thrones. Unless the only way it shits the bed is if they just break their formula and start going away from the books.
Yeah,
that's where it shits the bed.
Yeah,
right now you have a team together that's made really good television. You do whatever you can to keep these people together. The woman who directed last episode, you keep everybody there. They did a great job. And that's benefit. This is why Netflix wants to buy Warner Brothers. That what they got their eye on is HBO. Of course, the IP too, but HBO, because that has people who have done these kind of prestige series for years now. Basically, they didn't really invent it, but they put it on the map here in America, right? Because BBC has been doing they do shows like it's just one season or 1 or 2 seasons prestige series for a long time. That's kind of what they've been doing, Life on Mars and stuff. But it's really important for them to have people who know what the fuck they're doing and how to make a streaming show. And one of the biggest questions as a book reader we had were, and everybody across all the fandom who had read it, they're like, where do you end the episodes? Because that's when you read, I think you should really read the book. But there's no place where
Albie.
Yeah. There's no place in the book where you can really end the episodes. And what they did is they shifted couple things around Mahler and they made it perfect.
We started guessing if you're forced to shave corners off or create corners, I guess, is we figured it's probably the puppet show would be the end of episode 2 or 3, and it was it's 3. Okay,
it was 3, and then Baylor coming in into episode 4, and they've done a solid job. So it's again, when we see something we like, we want it because we don't hate everything. So we want you to watch it. And not everybody's going to watch it or like it. Some people are going to call it boring, whatever. That's fine. I think you'll be hard pressed if they pull it off, if they stay true to the quality they've had in the previous 4 episodes. This is going to be top 3 shows of the year, maybe best show of the year.
Have we failed a recommendation for ads? Is that where this trauma comes from? I can't remember.
I think maybe we did. Maybe it's us, Mueller. Maybe we failed as.
Because I've learned nothing from this experience on how to get him next time.
No, you make it homework. I just make it homework.
Yeah, I guess that's a solution.
I mean, it was mostly for ads. Let's be real. I made it homework mostly for ads, but there was a little bit of I kind of feel 0.001% bad for making everybody watch Starfleet Academy. So this will be a nice palate cleanser.
Because we recommended Mobland and he loved it.
We did.
Gentleman was something I think he picked up anyway, but
he picked up. Yeah, actually, I think I think he picked it up before I did and told me to watch it.
I don't remember what else there is. I did get him to play Gollum, but I don't think he regrets that.
No. And we're going to get Gentleman season 2 and Mobland season 2 this year.
Because someone mentioned it's but you recommended House of the Dragon. It's the one thing he saw from that as he liked.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a few things and I heard a few things, but there was one scene which I thought was amazing. It's excellent.
Yeah. We were just discussing how's our track record with recommending you things. Have we failed at some point? Is that?
And that scene was an accident. The crown wasn't meant to drop.
Oh, right.
So it was a complete accident, but
well, part of the scene was an accident. A lot of that scene is just great because they designed it that way.
Yeah. But that really sort of enhanced that moment.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Matt Smith going with that was just.
Matt Smith is a great actor. He's
stuff
a great actor.
Stuff like that.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing more of him in season 3 because I imagine his scenes are going to be really fucking good.
Yes. Now, what for a Night of the Seven Kingdoms? What's really helped is the flashbacks with Sir Arlen, and they really made it look like he's kind of
massive cock.
Yes.
True. Big
it's
python,
huge. He's got
an anaconda.
Yeah, it is. Dude, I ran for the hills. I saw that.
But
you ran to find Sir Arlen.
Brave Sir Arlen.
And unlike they did the same with this series to Sir Arlen what they did with Viserys, who wasn't really that great of a dude in the book or not fleshed out because it's basically a Wikipedia article. With Arlen, with the flashbacks, they first make you look like he might be kind of an asshole and Dunk is seeing it completely different. And then you find out that, well, he's still he's kind of an asshole, but he's a complex guy. He's a good guy. He's the one who did teach Dunk, how to be a knight, and Dunk gets his moral compass from this guy, from his tutelage, and that the fact that they didn't completely shit on him, they go, yeah, he whored and he drank, but he was also just. It's like, and I thought that was really good. And we're going to find out more in that one knighting scene. It's so fucking funny. You got this series scene and I'm getting goosebumps. And then they cut Dunk looking up and you see Sir Harlan during the knighting going,
yeah, which, yeah, I think is, or something like that.
Like maybe he didn't know the words.
Yeah.
Well, that was what you're talking about, the two interpretations. Either he didn't know the words and sort of knighted him, or he wasn't sure if he wanted to knight him in any way. He was just like, I don't know. You could be a knight. Someday.
I don't know. We saw. I think we're gonna see. From what I saw, yeah, he like hit him. I think that's very indicative of what the times would have been. If you saw Ricky Gervais,
why they showed...
like 300 years ago, I probably would have had slaves, because that's just the way it was.
I would have been nice to him. I would have been one of the best slave owners.
Yeah. But it was it's a part of the times. But the bit where he's like falling off his horse and Dunk comes up and it sort of, gets him to just get back up and, sort of thing. Yeah, I think there's. I mean, I could be interpreting wrong because I haven't read the books, but I just get the idea that their relationship is a little bit more complex than just.
It is.
Well, they had that scene, right, where they're sort of having a moment under the tree, just as borderline like partners or father-son sort of relationship. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a paternal relationship there.
And we're going to get more flashbacks next episode. Dunk maybe leaving King's Landing, or right after he left King's Landing. You see the aftermath of the first Blackfire Rebellion. And for people who wanting a
where are we in terms of timescale for Game of Thrones?
We are kind of in the middle between House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones. We're kind of in the middle. We're about 100, little less than 100 years before Game of Thrones, because Egg is Maester Aemon's brother.
Wow. Maester Aemon from the Black Watch.
Yeah.
Wow.
From the Black Watch.
What are they guarding the world from as?
They're on the wall.
They are guarding the world from black people.
Maybe we were not watching the same show there, dude.
Why do you think they're waiting for the White Walkers to come along?
I mean, they are basically ice. They're on a giant ice wall.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Oh, Jesus.
And I regret nothing.
Yeah, they keep mentioning my brother is off they sent his brother off to be a maester, and when Maester Aemon dies, his final words were, Egg, I dreamt I was old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So the Blackfire Rebellions are kind of a background to all three stories. And I think next season you get Blackfire Rebellion flashbacks for sure. So for those of you who wanted to see that, I think you're going to see some of it.
Okay. Any final thoughts on A Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
It was good.
It was good. Very happy there's a good show out there to watch and look forward to.
I think we're going to have a lot to say about the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm just very confused about this. Sorry, Az, but I strongly reject the notion that Power Rangers is as a brand of... Who the fuck said that? I don't know shit about Power Rangers. I've never talked about Power Rangers in my fucking life.
Well, but that was from Power Ranger Dottie. Why else would he be here?
I don't know, but it's just like, as I reject the notion. I'm like, who said the fucking notion? Me? I didn't say the fucking notion.
I mean, if you want to, like, they haven't really. They made a movie, right?
I don't know.
I think they made a movie.
You talking about
back in the day, they did.
You talking about the Michael B. Jordan one, or is that someone else who's in that?
I don't fucking know.
Why am I forgetting all the people who were in that movie?
I know
the new
nothing
one.
about Power
Where it did badly, right? The new.
Oh, they did one like a few years ago, wasn't there? Yeah, there's one a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it till now. No, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not a dead brand. It's a poorly run brand, and I would say the same about.
It's about Power Rangers.
Yeah, I would say. Well, he said as he mentioned Teenage Mutant Turtles in that statement. So Power Rangers is also a poorly run brand. I wouldn't say it's dead. I'd say there's a bunch of fucking morons in charge of it, and they haven't done it justice. Because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because he compared it, if you did that right, that would be huge. Now, I don't think Power Rangers would be as big, but Black Watch of Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's got ads from a different multiverse. I think wrong multiverse, mate. A video game came out today. It's called Relooted.
Oh, it did?
It released today. Should we check in on it?
Sure.
See how it's doing?
There's a better game that came out today, but that's fine. Carry on.
Now, bear in mind that it peaked at 26 people for the demo.
Aww.
But now it's out, and so people might not have been wanting to play the demo because they're excited for the real game. So let's check in and see how Relooted is doing on the Steam charts. It's got 49 people.
Honestly,
and how many YouTubers? How many YouTubers are there?
Yeah.
How many streamers? 48.
This is one of those rare scenarios where I might say people playing this for memes would help it, because it's clearly dead already.
I played the demo. I was one of those 26 people that played the demo. There are no memes here.
Oh, no memes?
There are no memes to be had. No, it is just a very boring and clunky setup phase for a very clunky, boring execution phase. No meme. The ongoing meme is with black people stealing shit, which was the meme from the fucking start, the tone deaf meme there. Because they're going to give it back to their true owners, who are going to sell it immediately to collectors for millions of dollars, and then, probably genocide more of their people. So yeah, there was nothing. I was bored out of my head. I think I played for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and I was just like, I am done. I don't even want to stream this. So yeah, no memes to be had, but
bummer.
49 people. I'm sure how many
whole people.
all time. Yeah.
We should have played this earlier, but could you play the Alex Jones?
Okay, have you posted it for a third time? And
yeah, I put that.
I've got it that first time, Gary.
Okay.
All right. Let's.
Just wanted to make sure you have.
This is called Alex Jones Exposes a Song of Fire and Ice roster. A few of these are hard to swallow. There's always some hard to swallow pills.
Patriot, vampire, nationalist, mental retard, eugenicist, a scared man, really, retard, traitor, vampire,
next level,
Moses. Patriot.
Moses.
Stannis and Moses. I thought it was funny. And you got to share this.
Okay.
From Owen Benjamin.
Oh, you're okay.
It's from the halftime show.
That is how Lady Gaga feels.
Yes.
How Lady Gaga feels in the halftime show.
Oh God.
Did you see that Pedro was there?
Yeah, of course. There was like gay grinding on the field of the Super Bowl, dude.
Not even regular grinding.
No, I mean, they were rubbing dicks.
Yeah. At an NFL game, dude.
These are the same people that go, cheerleaders are bad. Now watch these two men rub their penises together.
I know.
Wait, what?
You're objectifying cheerleaders.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
It's
exactly
White
what
meme, he puts his hands up. You got me.
you got me. Yeah. You got me.
Yeah, got me.
Yeah. So it is exactly what we are doing. Now there is a fuck ton of super chats. So unless we want to have a wee bit of discussion about Starfleet Academy,
We'll be here for another hour. We'll be here for another hour if you want to introduce Starfleet.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll say one thing then. I'll just say one thing about Starfleet Academy. I do my review and I'm just like, oh, thank fuck. I'm done for a week on having to do a review on it because the review takes like 7 hours to make a review because you're watching it, then you're stopping, then you're recording your thoughts. And then if you've missaid something and you want to retake, and then you're editing it all together. So it takes like 7 hours to get that 1 fucking hour show done. And I'm sat here right now thinking, oh my God, it's fucking Tuesday. I've only got 2 days. I've only got 2 days and I got to do it again. It's like, it feels like Groundhog Day doing these reviews. It's so bad.
Yeah. I can imagine
It keeps getting worse. That's the thing is like there's got to be an episode where they just kind of hit the bottom, and level out. They hit the bottom.
We are going like this. That is the trajectory. It doesn't. There is no. Ooh, it
is going straight down. I don't know what the worst episode will be, but the last episode was a good contender, centering it around the body positivity, neurodivergent hologram sham.
Oh, do you know what they're doing this week, Gary?
Having sex.
Apart from having sex, they're going on their first mission for the third time. They actually say it in the trailer.
Will they be encountering
on their first mission?
Will they be encountering an isolationist world that doesn't want to join the Federation, or a world that has been completely destroyed and is a refugee crisis?
No, as far as I'm aware, from what I can gather and put the pieces together, Paul Giamatti comes back this coming episode, and they team up with him.
Oh, already?
Yeah. I have no idea, dude. Every character's treaded water for 5 episodes.
They're gonna team up like an origami chicken.
Like an origami? No, they're gonna team up like an origami cow.
Fuck.
What?
They fold like an origami chicken.
Oh, there's a line that
You're speaking English today, or like
no, there's a line from Paul Giamatti where he says time folds in on itself like an origami chicken, and I am that chicken.
Oh God.
It's one of the worst lines you've ever heard. Look, I don't mean to post
Yeah, you do.
pornographic imagery.
Yeah, you do.
Like the
You
quartering. Accidentally did.
What?
Yesterday.
What?
But
Oops.
What?
I think we should see. I think we should see.
Great, as what happened?
I was watching a bit of Kino, and apparently he showed off an image of a naked woman.
How?
I don't know. I need context. But I'm gonna show. I'm gonna see if Google picks this up as a man fondling a lady's babages. Okay.
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 You're home early.
Couldn't wait any longer. You look amazing.
I'm just cooking.
And stealing my heart while you do it.
You're ridiculous.
Maybe. But I'm in love with you.
I know. I love you too.
It's your channel.
Isn't it just AI?
I don't know anymore.
That's
I
AI.
don't know anymore. I will now look at chat. Oh, they're not doing so good. Chat's not doing so good. I don't feel so good, Mr. Ass.
Mr. Ass?
Mr. Az. I don't know. AI is gonna be the death of us.
It already is.
If that is AI, I'm not even sure if it is or not. You know, the tattoos kind of made me think it may not be. Oh.
There's a One Piece trailer. Did I hear that? There's a new One Piece trailer.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe we can go through it on Friday Night Tights.
Okay.
I don't have. There's not. I am not getting good feeling about season 2.
It's a season 2 from Netflix. That's probably the right way to approach it. Did you hear what Todd
4 hours ago.
McFarlane said about?
Hmm?
Well, okay, yeah.
What?
I'll bring it up. I'll take the hit.
I don't think
Chat, I'm about to be demonetized. Smash,
Okay.
smash all those buttons.
you can also fight it. You can fight and win against
Netflix, not against Netflix.
Yeah, you can.
I've never won one against Netflix.
I've won all.
I've never won one.
They just like
Never
me.
won it against Netflix. Never won it. If I get struck, I can cleverly get around Paramount. But if Paramount does it,
I don't even want to talk about how I got Paramount. I have no fucking idea how I do it.
this is okay. Here we go. It's very loud, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. If it's too loud, still let me know.
All right.
What's a pirate?
A pirate is someone who has adventures and dreams and never, ever gives up.
It's a very different pirate from our world.
A little bit, yeah.
Legit question. Why don't you just stretch up?
I don't know.
He's too cold. When rubber gets cold, it gets fragile. Brittle.
Oh, is that how his body works now? I don't know. I don't know how his body works.
Somebody in the chat will explain it. Yeah.
Yeah.
A pirate who has dreams of raping people and stealing your stuff and murder and adventure.
That's one. That's wrong. That's one. Yeah. Okay, so who are those, Gary? I don't know.
Oh.
Who are they?
That's the doctor. The one on the right's the doctor.
That?
Yeah, that thing is a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is?
Yeah, that's Shooty
Chad will
Gatwa.
know its name. That's Shooty Gatwa and Sam Rockwell.
Oh, great. I love that Sam Rockwell thing.
Chopper. It's Chopper. Thank you,
My
Chef.
friends.
We put together an amazing crew, made it to the Grand Line, and now we're one step closer to our dreams. So let's celebrate!
Isn't it wrapping up in the manga?
I think so. I think we're heading towards the end.
Can you imagine that? Adapting a source material that just wraps up while you're still doing it. It's like, that's crazy. George.
Yeah, George. How many?
And
how
especially
many-
for
how-
One Piece, the never-ending story. Basically.
I know how many episodes of the anime. How many volumes are there of
Doesn't
the
it?
manga?
The final arc's coming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's close. It's
Well, they got plenty to adapt, right?
the final
Yeah.
one.
Oh, this is Netflix. Let's be real. As much I love fucking season 1. I love it, love it, love it. We'll get 3 seasons. I think we'll get 3 at this pace. 2.5 years between seasons.
That's too much.
Yeah.
That's way too. And it's, which means they'll like just gobble up the material.
There's 1,100
Right,
chapters.
Yeah.
Over 1,100 chapters. So
a lot's going to get lost in the sauce.
oh, dude.
Do you think it's going to go to the island of the
1,200
trannies?
maybe.
It's Netflix. Oh, you want to go faster? Scream louder.
Playing sticks. I'm gonna sing over it.
Oh, is
I don't
this
want you to get
okay? Nah.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Good song.
Okay, no, gotta be honest with you, not a lot happening in the trailer.
No, this isn't. I honestly, when I saw the trailer for season 1, I'm like, this looks fucking terrible.
The first time I saw the first trailer, I was like, what the fuck is
I'm
this?
like,
shit?
this looks terrible. So yeah, but it's not much now. Not really. I don't know if you want to continue. Maybe you want to skip ahead or something.
On March 10th.
March
okay.
10th, which is a month from now.
Monkey D.
Oh, okay. Monkey D. Luffy. Who's she?
Hot.
Apart from being hot, who's she?
That is chat.
Who's this chat? Who's this chat and what's she about? Nico Robin?
Nico Bellic.
Robin. What Robin be doing?
Is it Robin with a Y or I?
Mm.
You're going to watch your friends die.
You will never
Dynasty.
find the One Piece or be king of the pirates.
Well, hold on.
I like that gun.
Bing.
Nice
bang.
gun.
These Baroque work guys are
Is that Daniel Des
Kind of look like it, yeah.
Look like it, yeah.
These
Yeah.
Baroque work guys are different. They're crazy powerful.
It's a race swap.
baby.
Oh, yeah, that's
Race
the.
swap.
But there's
Yeah.
nothing we can't take on.
Oh, I'm trying to pause so they keep knocking.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's back from season 1.
Yep.
Okay. A little bit more together. this
VV
time.
race swap.
What's she called? VV, that's it. Yeah,
VV, yeah.
VV. Yeah, VV is a race swap.
Good sword. Sometimes you end
I
up
like
somewhere
Zoro.
you never thought you would.
Oh, who are these boys?
We'll find out.
Elton John Viking.
Yes. Elton John and David Bowie.
Naked dudes do naked shit.
This is the most fun I've ever had.
I like the stick song.
March 10th.
March 10th.
Not far
Is that,
away.
are they dropping all at once?
Yep.
Oh.
They're not doing it in parts. They're dropping it all at once. That's something Netflix will eventually have to go away from. Because Night of the Seven Kingdoms is the perfect example of why you do something weekly.
Oh, I get it
Perfect.
now.
As frustrating as it is, it has built up momentum, and it's talked much more about now, especially after that 4th episode than in the first week. And I think the best you could hope for is people being really excited for a couple of weeks Then it's just kind of out of the
Yeah, I think
zeitgeist.
anybody who wasn't taken in by the first or second, they'll be hearing now. It's like you need to watch the next two.
Yeah.
I've pretty much forgotten all of season 1. And nothing in
Well, it was
nothing,
2.5 years ago.
I know. And nothing in the trailers getting me sort of, ooh, this looks
I've watched season 1 a lot, so
Have you?
I'm aware of it. But yeah, more than the normal person probably. I've watched it all the way through 7 times.
Bloody hell. Right. Let's get into the suppers.
Oh,
I've
real
already-
quick before you do,
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane. I mean, this is an age-old argument in comic books, but you
Yeah.
hear what Todd McFarlane said is, I can sell a comic book drawn by Michelangelo and written by my dog over a comic book. Basically, what he's saying is, more than I can sell a story written by, I forgot what great writer he put up, or more than a story written by Shakespeare, but drawn by my mom. So he admitted he was biased.
I get that. I understand what he's saying.
Absolutely understand what he's saying, but it's basically like, what's more important? And the question is, they're both important.
Yeah.
But you can have this debate.
Well,
Of course, the artist, I will agree that I think it's a fact that the artist has to work harder, like physically work harder. Like the artist is putting way more into it than the writer. The writer, it's a lot of, see, with the art, it's mental, and then you're actually putting it on the paper. With the writer, it's a lot of mental. But you can't do one without the other, because as Todd McFarlane should know, with Image Comics, there's a lot of really well-drawn comics that had shit stories that went nowhere. Or they were good in the beginning, but they were only good for like 4 or 5 comics, and then it just kind of and that's, you still need the good story to keep them buying comics. But you could sell that first one and it could be written by a dog. It could.
I know a great comic. Well, I know a comic with some great artwork written by an absolute fucking window licker. Not Heroes in Crisis. Possibly the worst I've ever read in my fucking comic life, by Tom King. Absolutely horrendous writing. Beautiful art by Clayman.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely gorgeous art from Clayman.
There is plenty of examples. The Spawn and Batman crossover from the early 90s, Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
Art is amazing. Story is shit.
I don't remember anything about the story.
Story is shit.
Soul Eater TY or Ty with a $10 says, as you're a rookie mutant who can only shapeshift into gay men, you've been invited to an elite X-Men academy to master your queer power. Will you attend to embrace this identity or hunt for a cure? Well, I actually read this to Mauler before we went live, because I thought it was one of the funniest super chats I've ever had. And the answer from Mauler was, why not both?
Master the benefits, but find a way to get out of that hellhole.
Why not both? Liam Khan with a 5 Canadian says, I'll say Arian Bright Flame makes a terrible prince, but he would make an excellent child transition surgeon. Reno the Turk with the $2 says, I like how Mauler really sells Drinker on Fargate.
You should. I put a lot of effort into it. Like when he reads out a super chat, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, that episode's great," but a lot of people didn't. Blah blah blah. All the usual shit. All you have to do is think back to anything of commentary we've ever had for anything, and just say it for Fargate, and it sounds real. Like I can't believe that fucking they had to recast the captain in season 2 because of what happened to him.
We got.
And you could be like, "Drink, you never heard of this?"
We got an idea.
No, we do. And Drake will be like, no, I never heard about this. It's like he was like a huge contract. He like drunkenly fucking crashed into a thing, and he like lost his role on the show. It was really bad.
Ouch. Real John Evans with a $5, and we can say this on it. Drinker never watches this. He'll never been seen dead watching a real BBC, so we're fine to go. Real John Evans with a $5 says, Gary, Chris is so pro-gay and so frequently that he's not only coming across gay himself, but woke too. I thought your show was supposed to be based. Is this Chris Galway's talking about?
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I absolutely agree with John here.
Chris is just...
Chris sent me that trailer for the gay thing with Skarsgård. He's like, you gotta watch this trailer.
I know, and I'm like,
and I watched the trailer. I was just like, well, that was very gay.
There's a gay with like what?
It's like Dudley Dursley gets dominated. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The guy who plays Dudley Dursley in Harry Potter plays a submissive. Yeah, and I think he wanted us to clown on it, but I'm like, I don't know what.
I didn't know what.
All I gotta say is somebody better tell Chris's girlfriend he's gay.
Guess your show. Nuna, Wednesday Nuna. Not safe for straights. There you go. Deemed, boom, branded. Pac-Man with a $5 says, late and a bunch of slack-jawed Fargates. Oh my God, from the quote from Sam Rockwell.
The Archmangus.
Archmangus.
Probably his best role, honestly.
I'd forgotten about Archmangus. Oh my God. That was so funny. Peepo Sauce with a $5 says, hey, Mrubla, I've seen a few people ask, and your viewers would enjoy it, so I wanted to ask. Can you lads do a Pokemon EFAP? A quiz would probably be best.
Quiz. So I'm not sure. Like, do you mean if we did like an EFAP movies on the first movie, or if we did something to do with the show, or if we did one for one of the games, maybe one of the earlier ones?
I don't know. Maybe he thinks I want to be the very best.
We're just not that passionate about Pokemon between any of us, I don't think. So I don't know. Maybe.
Mr. Taco about it with a $5 says Project Hail Mary trailer looks incredible, but have you watched it?
Yes.
Also, Dunk in Game of Thrones world is how Superman should have been in Gunn's movie. Oh, in terms of his moral core, yeah, just like fucking solid. Absolutely solid and unwavering, even in the face of so much adversity. McCready with a £5 says, hey, you Fargate lovers, binged Fargate at the weekend. Still can't believe they killed Mitchell in the season 2 finale. Don't give it away.
Dude, spoilers, McCready. God.
Fuck. No plot armor for him, eh? It's sad, man. And McCready with another 5 poons says, seriously, though. I mean, that is serious. That was serious.
Yeah.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms is wonderful. After years of dark takes. It's so refreshing. I'm happy inside when I think about this show. Not felt that in ages. It is great. And we've had a good chat about it today. Got a good 30 minutes on. There you go. You know, you got to satiate these boys. You got to satiate these boys. Jason Gallagher's been a member for 51. Thank you, Jason. Mexi Rage with the $10 says, hell, boys. So I just thought when Gary does his gaming streams, which is likely to happen as George finishing any of his books, but either way, he needs to play Alien Isolation once. Would love to see.
I heard it's a good game.
I would watch that. TJ Jordan, excuse me, with a $5 says, What is dead may never die. Star Wars and Star Trek. Hold my DEI.
Yeah, mixing in a little.
I don't know if you saw the
fire.
title.
Yeah.
Did you see the title for this stream, Gary?
No, what is it? Oh, every franchise that's dead manages somehow to die even more. Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you.
done.
I'm pretty proud of that
done.
one. Is Chris in chat? Chris tends to
Chris is listening.
He tends to lurk. Yeah, he tends to lurk on the real BBC.
He's out there.
Sometimes we'll get like
he'll come in and go, I had to stop making out with my boyfriend and jump in the chat. What are you doing?
Sorry, I just saw something Disprue sent me. It was hilarious. Bubba Doom with a membership.
There he is.
20.
There's Chris.
Where is he?
Chris is right there.
Where's little Blighter? Where's little Blighter? I can't. I'm looking for his. There, I see his thumbnail. I like indie films. There are more authentic and superior than Hollywood films in many ways. Just made with far less money. Ooh.
But how much less gay?
Uber gay. Bubba Doom with a membership for 22. Bubba Doom, thank you. TJ Jordan with a $2 is still late and gay, never change. Oh, I cannot tell you what we're talking about because we were getting the 411. We were getting the 411. Nick XH has been a member for 24 months. Nick, thank you.
Break the internet.
So, whatever. Tyler.
Some scooper is going to get a hold of it eventually. And then we'll say that's it.
No. Not for a long time. I tell you, they'll get hold of it just as it's going to be announced.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
that's when.
Technically, sometimes it's the other way around. Like, if it gets a hold of, then it will be announced.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Tyler Knudsen would just dropping a $10 on the counter and walking off. Tyler, thank you, sir. How do you pronounce this? You know how to pronounce this. Eluciate. With a 10-month Eluciate. Thank you. Marksman at 117B with a $5 says, have you guys seen Iron Lung yet? Trick question. Mola, shame them into watching Iron Lung. A new tree was born in the blood ocean. I'm very busy at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get to the cinema to see it. However, I will absolutely pay for it when it comes on streaming, which I imagine won't be too far away.
I mean, I don't expect either of you would love it, but I think you'll think it's cool. And knowing that it's a YouTuber that got around to it who's good-hearted, invested in trying to make things work, I think you'll appreciate it. It's not like I think you'll get something out of it too. It's cool. But it's not the kind of thing. I'm not saying rush, get there as soon as possible, see it because it's the best movie of the year. But yes, it would be cool to support the movie as well.
I guarantee you, I'll get more out of it than I did with Return to Silent Hill.
I thought you were making a joke about Shelby Oaks. It's, I was like, no way, he means the actual Silent Hill movie.
I mean we've had Shelby Oaks, which desperately wanted to be called Silent Hill. Then we had Return to Silent Hill, which desperately needs to be fucking put down. Then we had Iron Lung. So it's all a bit cray-cray. Mexi Rage with a $5 says, I watched Fargate season 3, and I don't think the season is as good as people remember. It's filled with plot holes and characters coming back somehow. I don't know. I understand where you're coming from, but I think season 3 really sets up where they're going to season 4 and 5.
You can't hate the Vault arc. I know it's in the middle of the season, but it's like once it's done, good. You do feel a slowdown. It is quite significant, but it's so good. It makes season 3 worth it, like entirely.
Snacks with a $2 says Archmangus is the best Fargate villain. My personal favorite.
He's pretty good.
My personal favorite. Alan Mack has been a member for 31. Alan, thank you, good sire. Mick the Flower Chick with a $5 says, Gary, to your point on Monday, you guys don't demonetize people you disagree with, which is probably why we don't criticize who you follow. You get the audience you cultivate.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's in reference to yes. Comics Explained having to go out and make a big long video, and then towards the end, it kind of explained why he has to follow Will, the critical drinker, and yours truly. And listen, I don't care what he said. I just wanted to use that as an opportunity to thank you guys, because I have never ever had to deal with that. I've never had like somebody going through my Twitter, seeing who I follow, and then like, you need to make an announcement. You need to denounce this person. I can't express how grateful I am.
There's no purity scale here.
Yeah, there's like,
yeah. First of all, you don't get to find out why relationships even happen if they're personal. But secondly, my follow list, they're not my friends as much as they're just persons of interest, like news. And it's Twitter. It's a garbage place anyway. So it's like, I don't know why you take it that seriously.
Yeah, but they do. And and he basically had to come. Listen, he didn't unfollow. He said, I'm gonna paraphrase what he said, but most of it like is complete common sense. It's like he sees it as I'm on one side, they're on the other, which I don't necessarily see it that way. But that's the way he worded it. And he said, you know, my dad taught me to like listen to the other side because I'm not right all the time and they're not wrong all the time. And that makes perfect sense. And then he followed it up by I don't like or respect him, which
he was so close to getting it.
Yeah. And
he was so close to getting it, and then he just went the other way.
Yeah. And then he's like, he said, if I saw him at a con and they asked me for a beer, I would say no and walk away. And it's
actually, that's where the arrogance came in. That's where he lost me, because I said to you, he said some sensible things in there. And then he went, and if they came up to me and went, oh, wow, I really like your content. Do you want to go for a drink? I was like, what a fucking egotist.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off. He was so close to getting it.
But like I in that situation, if he came up to me at a con and wanted to chat, I would chat.
Exactly.
Totally. And you know what? If I took a selfie of it, nobody would. You know what? The audience here. Listen, I'm a member of the audience. We all share it. There's no my or your audience. That's bullshit. The audience would go, "Oh, you chatted with comics. That's cool." Or yeah, I kind of like that guy. Or it wouldn't be anything bad. If he did that on his timeline, he would get crucified. So I was just like, thank you guys. Thank you for being normal. I really appreciate it. I do. Bottom of my heart.
But if he just realized what he'd said, which is people have opinions. Sometimes you agree. Sometimes you disagree. Like he said, they're going to say right things. They're going to say, when he says right things and wrong things, he means things I agree with, things I disagree. So close, but then ended up with no cigar. Luciette with a $5 says, screw Star Trek Academy. I just got the first 3 seasons of DS9 on Laserdisc. Fuck yeah. Looking forward to trying to digitize them. Remember, we're still living in a world without DS9 on Blu-ray, dude.
Yeah, we have Strange New Worlds in 4K and we don't have DS9 in Blu-ray.
That's crazy.
And I think the only time it will ever be it'll when AI fully takes over that department, I think we'll start getting like 4K, and maybe it'll just be for streaming. I'm not sure, but it won't be done by human hands, and there's no effort has been made at all. And one thing I can talk about. I can talk vaguely. I'm sorry. I spoke with somebody in the know, and as far as Paramount is concerned, they absolutely know they have a problem with Star Trek. The problem is they have no clue as to what direction to take, where to go. None. They're going to do this movie, and it's in concept is supposed to be a reboot, but they do not know. I heard the name floated out there, and it's this rumor has been out there already. So I'm not Ronald D. Moore, maybe taking charge on not on a showrunner level, maybe executive producer, writing, guiding, but not on a showrunner level. But I at this point, like, so what they need to do is erase Kurtzman Trek and pray, fucking pray. And you're still not going to get everybody back because we've seen it. You can't unsee it. And even if you say it's in the Kelvin timeline now, the damage is done. So you're basically making a new IP at this point. You're going to have to start from the ground up. And I don't think Paramount, I know Paramount does not have the people to do that. They just don't. Why are they could have, but they're running like desperately trying to buy WB, and they're letting their crown jewel that they call the crown jewel go to shit like in real time. So it's not, it doesn't boost confidence.
Well, I mean, every Starfleet Academy episode is a literal embarrassment on the screen.
Yeah.
Axel Foley with the 2 Australians says, can't wait for the secret last episode of Fargate. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, it did end bad, but I'm sure they're still releasing that.
Cole Hauser with the 5 Canadians says, hail, brother Gary, brother Mauler, and my brother Ayaz. I don't believe in the no-win scenario. Oh, the Kobayashi Maru.
Mm-hmm.
Hail to classic Trek. TJ Jordan again with the $5 says, whoever owns the rights to BioShock, just hire Markiplier and his crew to make the first game into an adaptation and give him final cut.
I don't know about that. That would be an extremely difficult task.
Yeah, that's a big difference from what I've heard this movie is. But
that's the kind of thing where if you said like, oh, we've got Guillermo del Toro and David Fincher and Spielberg at their primes all working on it, I'd be like, all right, it could work.
Maybe. Markiplier has said though that with the massive success of Iron Lung, he has had a call. He has had some calls from some studios about any interest, but he says he wants to kind of do his own thing.
Dude, yes. What a good answer. Because what Markiplier provided was a window into the future of scripted entertainment. This is how it's going to go. And it was inevitable. Nothing lasts forever. Hollywood has done so much damage to themselves. There is still an audience out there that wants to see movies, and Hollywood is not providing it. That's why the theater is dying. It is not that tweet was going around that we talked about on FNT, where it was basically trying to blame it on the audience, which never works out well because they're the ones who pay for everything. They still want good stuff. You're just not providing it. So eventually, as it becomes easier, they will start providing their own, and it's going to take years. It's maybe a generation, but that's the future. And well done.
No, big props to him. Yeah, massive props to him. And I can't wish him any more success. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Bubba Doom with the $5 says, what was the name of the episode of Fargate where one of the crew is in a wheelchair? Was it Fruit Roll Up? No.
Wasn't it Meals on Wheels?
Yeah.
I thought it was Deals on Wheels.
No, it was Meals on Wheels. And it was an acronym. So we called it MAO.
Oh, that was when Mao came in.
That's Mao, yeah.
The emergence of Mao.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the big reveal, obviously. So spoilers is that you think it's a hospital that's all just trying to help people who can't walk, but they're eating them at the end. So.
Oh man, that was so good.
Well, the twist with Mao, I hate to spoil it, was it ate everybody. Mao was actually, consuming.
The all-consuming, yeah.
Yeah, the all-consuming Mao. So you were the meal for the wheel.
But it's just the way that the hospital just like folded in like a huge mouth.
Yep.
And just devour. Oh, that was so good.
Dude.
Beach Dad with a 1 month membership says, Garrett, thanks for sending me down the rabbit holes of Game of Thrones theories. Seen one that says Lightbringer.
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing. Was actually Dawn. I can't climb out.
Yes, Dawn. Sword of the Morning. Only the Sword of the Morning can wield Dawn. Sir Arthur Dane was the last one to do it.
What makes a person a Sword of the Morning?
You got to get up
morning wood
midday.
Yeah, you have to wake up in the morning for one.
Dude, I was up at the crack of mid. No, I wasn't. I was
crack of noon.
I was industrious today, dude, because I wanted to get my video done and I wanted to play me some Dragon Age 7 reimagined before today's stream. And I did. I did everything I wanted to do. I was very happy. Jay Price with the $5 says, do you think Gary could play Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City?
I mean, I have poorly. I have like with my kids who were just like, Dad, just put it down.
Would love to
play. Make him play arcade games on stream. That'd be fun.
See, I can play arcade games.
Make him play the T2D game.
Dude, I used to be good at Joust, and Joust is fucking hard. Okay, Joust is not an easy game.
Joust is great. 6 days today, Gary. The Star Trek Voyager game comes out.
I'm gonna check it out.
6 days. 6 days from today. Yeah, and then at the end of the month, chat Resident Evil. Then there's going to be Crimson Desert, which I'm looking forward to. And in there, I got to start getting a playthrough going of Arkham Asylum myself on my gaming channel in that time.
Why are people clowning me about Joust? Joust was hard.
Yeah, whatever. David Frederickson with the $5 says, I'm still waiting on my DX9 Prowl. When I ordered it, it was said to deliver in December. Now the seller is saying March. I'm so annoyed. Have you missed out on the first wave? Because my Prowl came, a couple of months ago now? Mine came in December, I think. I've just been invoiced for something today. And I don't know what item it is. Let me view the invoice. Oh, it's the first part of the Galileo Combiner Masterpiece Strafe, which is going to be the beginning of Computron. Oh, Computron. That's going to be so cool. Oh my God. Half Deaf Hero with a $20 says, I'm going through Star Trek TOS and just finished A Taste of Armageddon, where they get pulled into a 500-year war between two planets. The episode explores duty, responsibility, and the cost of war. New Trek could never do this. No, but if you want to see another storyline similar to that in another sci-fi show, Space 1999 Season 1 does a great episode about two planets which are in unison orbit with each other, and there's the sun is like blocking the two worlds, and they're at war with each other. So they're always looking for an opportunity to try and launch. It's excellent.
Also,
it's
Fargate Meals on Wheels episode.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
Let this be your last Mao. That's it's a great episode.
Pyromorpheus with a membership for 12 months. Not as much boarding and bagging nowadays, but still love the chatting. Mauler, did you finish the Nightfall Batman comics yet? Sorry for being late. Okay.
I haven't started them. It's all I've said I want to like make something of it, as in if we plan something, like I can read them, we can talk about them or something.
Oh, dude, I'd be well up for that kind of stuff.
Remember we did that one time on this comic show with the Longbow Hunters?
Longbow Hunters, I did my part.
I did mine.
Gary. Anywho,
yeah.
Look, the thing is, if you get an opportunity, like sometimes if I'm running the show, Gary can get some of his boarding done. He's been doing that the last few weeks. I've got a shit ton that I need to board. and I have all the
Oh.
things here. So I just need to drag out some comics to do that. So maybe when it's Gary's turn, I'll just fucking do some.
I got a big stack of Amazing Spider-Man. I need to bag. Yeah, some sweet Amazing Spider-Man books.
Ping Too High with a 20 euros says, Hellboys, long time lurker, first time chatter. Thank you, Ping. Hello. Have you seen the new One Piece trailer? We just did. Been watching, reading it for over 20 years now. It looks pretty promising to me. Have a fun show, guys. Greetings from Germany.
I'm looking forward to it. It's circled on me calendar.
I mean, sure, Gary will make it homework.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out in March. So, like entertainment-wise, this is going to be a very busy year. Compared to last year, night and day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
I mean, shit. January's already started. Like,
it's gone. It's gone, man.
We've got 2 shows we're covering. One's really good. One's really bad. That's dominant.
We're nearly halfway through February right now.
Nearly halfway, yeah.
Nearly halfway. You know, it's only 4 more. Kenneth LaRock with a membership for 28 says, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Kenneth. What's the frequency? Jaden with an 18-month membership. Jaden. Razorburn with a 28-month says, I love season 3 of Fargate. That battle scene was amazing in the last episode. Have a 6-pack of Cerveza Cristal. Cheers, ears. Factory Dan with a $5 says, do you guys think Angel as a show would have been just as good if the actor for Doyle didn't die and Wesley possibly never took his place on the show? Oh, it's speculation, isn't it?
It's really hard to say. He was a really great character, really great actor for the character. If we don't get Wesley outright because of that, I don't think I'm taking that.
I would argue that
he was leaving the show, though. He could have come back maybe, but he was leaving the show. I mean,
he got kicked out.
He got kicked out, because
of his
drug use. But I mean, I would argue that Wesley maybe was going to be a part of it anyway. So
I could have sworn the whole idea was Wesley replaced for the 3rd. But if we could have an alternate universe where Wesley joins anyway, and we have a team of 4 early.
So that's me.
Wesley makes the show.
Half deaf. I saw him in the chat. Yeah, watch the first season of Space 1999. Watch the second if you dare, because it becomes a completely different show, and you'll be very confused, just like I was. Ves Vietnam with an 11-month. Thank you. Zeddy Boy with a $5 says, I played blackjack for the first time last week and won $10. The next day, I went to see Iron Lung. The ticket was $10. It was like poetry. It was fate. Hey, Gary. Do you have a crypto wallet?
Do I have one? Personally? I think so. Why?
I do. It's worth $2 million. You think that's good?
That's pretty good.
Okay. I start with 10.
Crypto?
10. I started with 10 million.
I was going to say, did they recently crash?
10 million. Okay. Yeah.
It's a crypto joke. I don't have 2 million in crypto.
No. This is where one of those things where I'm happy I'm old. It's like you youngsters can deal with your fake digital money.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I'm meant to be setting up a wallet. I still haven't done it yet.
I have set up a wallet. I don't understand it.
Yeah, the joke is a man asks a 22-year-old man, said, "What's your plan for the future?" He says, "I'm investing heavily in cryptocurrency, and my portfolio is worth $2 million. I hope to retire at the age of 30." And he's like, "Wow, incredible." He says, "How did you acquire $2 million in such a short time?" He said, "My dad gave me $10 million."
Yeah, I find tangible stuff. Well, the crypto wallet I have uses, it's not just crypto, right? I could use gold as well.
That's still good. Still
yeah, I like gold.
Yeah. That would, if I could, that would be the way. Ministry of
Well-
One Thing with a 33 month says, I knew the score for the Super Bowl before it started 0-0.
Well, as all our investment is in comic books and action
It
figures.
is comic books and toys, man. That's my investment. That's
Property,
my investment.
comic books,
Yeah.
toys.
Yapping Tom with a 7 Canadian says, Gary, did you catch the game last night? As, yeah, boy, I had a huge bowl of ice cream. It was super. Mauler. Say that again. Gary, some kind of Super Bowl?
Are we some kind of Super Bowl?
Or something?
Are we going
What
to get
is
sued
this?
for
Some
saying
kind
it?
of Super Bowl or something?
The NFL is gay, and they
It's
literally
massively
went
gay.
gay at halftime show, and I don't miss it at all, like at all.
I turned the halftime show off and then turned it back on when it was when they're coming back out. Campbell's Soupy Chunk with a $5 says, I'm not convinced Starfleet Academy isn't a remake of the 1992 Space
I'm
Movie.
not either,
Me neither. Yeah.
but 1992 Space Movie is better.
It's less gay.
It's
two fucking dudes naked, covered in fucking baby oil, rotting each other is less gay than Starfleet Academy. The Crispy Jelly with a $2 says, what's up, you bundle of sticks? Nothing, dead from the waist down. James Busher with a £5 says 12th again. Who gives a fuck? We won the FA Cup. Happy for you that Palace won the A23 derby this weekend. Yeah, we beat a bunch of bisexual liberals.
you better narrow it down there, buddy.
Crystal Palace's like derby team, rival team is Brighton for some reason.
Why?
It's like 60 miles away. I don't know. No, never. It's never been worked out. It's never really been worked. I don't know how that rivalry has ever been a thing.
The
The Millwall one makes much more sense, but the bisexuals down
Well,
the A23, I don't get it.
Oh yeah, Crystal Meth Palace.
That was very descriptive sauce. Hey, look. I said on a stream once, if you'd said to me as Crystal Palace, here's the deal. If you want to take it, Crystal Palace will win the FA Cup this season, but next season you will be knocked out in the third round by a team 6 divisions below you as the holders, and it would be the biggest upset in FA Cup history. I would have gone, yes.
Okay. Hierarchy of British soccer.
Yeah.
So there's divisions.
Yes.
Would that be like, so there's, what's the top division? What's the
Premier League?
And that's why it's called the Premier
The
League.
Premier League, yes.
And is everything else, is it like minor league, or do those lower
Okay.
divisions play teams in the Premier League?
So there are 4 major divisions. There's the Premier League, then there's the Championship, then there's Division 1 and Division 2.
Okay.
Once you get relegated from there, you go into the Conference League, which it's known as. And if you get relegated from the Conference League, it will push you to your divisional leagues. That's where it starts getting really sort of branchy and confusing.
It sounds confusing.
Well, it used to be the Premier League, then League One.
Who's the world champion? Or who's the champion of the UK?
Well, there is actually a World Club Championship.
There's a world champion, and then there's a UK champion, right? So
the holders of the Premier League, who won last year? Was it Man City?
are you asking Mahler? I'd probably know before.
No,
Mahler.
I think it was Man. I think it was Man City.
I'm just kidding, Mahler.
I think it was
That one.
Wakanda.
It wasn't Liverpool, was it? No, I think it was Liverpool. It was Liverpool that won the Premier League. Oh yeah, of course it was, because it's fucking Liverpool Palace in the Community Shield. Yeah, Liverpool won the Premier League last season. Palace won the FA Cup. So as a season starting match, they have a match between the FA Cup winner and the Premier League winner, and it's called the Community Shield and it's just literally for bragging rights and the trophy. and Palace beat Liverpool in that as well. And now we've got half of our team's dead, half of our team's been sold. Our manager's leaving at the end of the season, and I don't know if we're going to have a fucking football team next year. But we won the FA Cup.
That's good. And then you're going to be gone. Pitchers and catchers report today. That's why I'm wearing this.
Okay. What's that?
It's baseball.
Yeah, rounders.
The baseball. World Baseball Classic this year too. March. Yes.
I have no interest in baseball. Sorry.
Okay.
I fucking adore American football. I fucking adore it. I could watch any team play. Don't care. Love the game. Baseball and basketball do nothing for me.
Basketball does. Yeah, I'm not into it at all.
Nordstrom with a 500 Serbian dinar for part 1. There's another part for another 500. So thank you. I do love cricket. What do you guys think about Craig Mazin adapting Baldur's Gate into a TV series? I've mixed feelings about it. On the one hand, The Last of Us was mostly shit. On the other hand, Chernobyl was amazing.
Chernobyl is
I don't
really good.
I don't care about Baldur's Gate. That's just the thing. I tried to play Baldur's Gate 3. I couldn't get into it at all. Ended up dropping out. So I don't have an investment. So to me,
whenever games get adapted, you should have fear.
Yeah.
Whenever anything's get adapted, actually.
Yeah.
You've got the fear. Also, how does he intend to properly adapt it? He won't. Baldur's Gate 3 is a game with a ton of branching pathways and endings. Which ending becomes canon? Which characters live or die? Does the mind flare succeed? It's all whatever he wants. It's all going to be made up.
Kind of like how they're approaching Narnia.
Oh,
we're doing our own thing. It's
with
like, oh,
Aslan the lion, played by a female.
Yeah,
a lion.
Maybe we should put on a manly voice. You don't know.
That is just modernity at its worst, and it can go fuck itself. I would have been interested in that, and I don't care. The real Simagination with a 20 Norwegian says, watch and review Heretic with Hugh Grant, please.
The Reels Imagination.
The Reels I've seen some clips. Looks interesting.
Oh, look, as it's Jerobi.
Jero, me, with a $2 says, watched 97 Kingdoms last night. You were right. Amazing. Theos Primus with a $5 says, on Superman's James Gunn, I agree with Ryan's theory. I think the message was either corrupted or created by Zod. Well, James Gunn said it wasn't.
Yeah, that's not... To be clear, everyone would say this, if not for James Gunn, the writer-director, saying that is not the case. Stop saying that. Not true.
Yes.
And not in the way of like, ooh, he's trying to lead us away. He's like, no, he's saying it'll fuck up the meaning of my film if that were the case. It's not the case.
Yeah. So, no.
You can't like, this is one of those times that you can't even theorize. It doesn't make sense to. If it turns out that it's a fake message in the second movie, then that means that James Gunn got pressured into it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's retconned his own stuff. Yeah. Ryan Paul with a $10 is almost done with Gary's book. My unborn son is enjoying it. The section about your dad's passing hit too close to home for me. A lot of spelling and grammatical errors. That's Gary. Isn't how things
kind
are
of on
done?
brand?
Yeah. Reno the Turk with a $5 says Grant Morrison, quote, like a virgin touched for the very first time. Hashtag Le Galil. Jim Heimer with a $5 says the movie industry sucks when the highest praise you can give is it's not as bad as. Correct.
None of us said that about Knights of the Seven Kingdom.
No.
It's not as bad. It's like, no. It's just really good.
Good. Red Dead Sights with a $10 says, hey, Az, go Hawks. Yeah. Love you guys. Keep up the great work and always enjoy watching you guys over the years. Thank you, Red Dead. Axel Foley with the 2 Australians says, Superman is a punk rocker with flowers in his hair. Yeah, something like that. Snacks with a $5 says, well, I'm not saying you're the dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die. That is an awesome quote, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you next Tuesday. Yeah, that is fucking awesome. John Slade with a $2 says, Guns Superman had the worst end credit scenes. It just had the one? Oh, no. Yeah, it just had the one, didn't it? I'm such a jerk. Oh, fuck off, you massive slur. Gary, I found a receipt for adrenochrome. Are we happy with that? Adrenochrome. Okay. I don't know what that means.
Where? Oh, oh man, that's something you couldn't say on YouTube.
Okay.
A few years ago. But it is a fluid, right? It's a bodily fluid that supposedly the elite are taking to stay young.
Oh.
So in Epstein files, maybe.
Retrograde with a $10 says, I just recently watched the original heavy metal movie on Tubi, and I was just curious as to what your thoughts on heavy metal as a whole are.
Movie?
Far out there, and I love that shit.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
The story with the cab driver, I fucking love that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking awesome, that. And that, by the way, was the inspiration for
the Fifth Element.
For the Fifth Element, yes.
Yep.
Model Bird has been a member for 4 months. Thank you. Oh, it's fine, Gary. I'll see you in a bit. I just got the BRB. I just saw it now.
Oh, I'm already back. I'm already back.
Simply that guide with the $5 says, listen, I'm a simple man. I see a baby crypto. I press like. That being said, this isn't Supergirl. It's Tom King's subversion of her. It's meant to be cute. You know, if you said, is this a cute dog? Sure.
Well, that's one of those books.
Substance.
That's one of those books that has amazing art. The Woman of Tomorrow. Really good art. Yeah, story isn't so great to me.
Fucking Tom King. Cole House with the 2 Canadians says, are we sure the Burbs isn't a spin-off of Karen? Maybe. I think it's in the same universe.
The Karen verse.
Next with the $2 says, my name is Africa Black and I just moved in. Burbs. I hate Kevin Feige with the $2 says, Gary, make FNT watch the Burbs. Do it for the memes. Don't put ideas in his fucking head.
Oh, the Burbs and Starfleet Academy?
Get out of it. Fuck off. The Black Nothing with the $2 says, make your own content. Fuck modern scripts. Lazarus with a 5 Canadian says, the Burbs, Fuzzy Door Productions, Seth MacFarlane. It was only made because of his deal with Peacock. And Seth MacFarlane is a massive bell end. Josh Kelsey slapping a 20 on the counter and walking away. Josh, thank you, man. Take care, bud. Ministry of Wrong Thing with the $5 says, Samira sounds like the kind of legal person that would get a rapist off in and out of the courtroom. Ooh. Well, if it was of a certain demographic. David, I'm going to butcher your surname here. So David Chevaldez with a 2 month. I'm okay with that. You know, it's a try. Hello, fellas. Did you know that the triangle is the strongest shape? Sorry, X-Ray Girl. Keep up the God's work that you're doing. P.S. No homo. The triangle is an exceedingly strong shape. In actual fact, it was used in ancient architecture to go above the door to displace the weight. It was called a relieving triangle because it would displace the weight around. There you go. Just a little bit of fucking shit for you there, boys. You fucking welcome.
Hexagons, the top tier shape, though, the building. Isn't that something to do with like loads of, it appears all over the place in nature, hexagons?
Maybe.
I remember watching something about it. Shapes are cool, guys. I am
Shapes
pro
are cool. Gamer Gramps with a $5 says, just got my Picard season 3 Pacifist Wharf yesterday. Has anyone recorded any figures or statue from Pure? Has anyone ordered, I should say, any figures or statues from Pure Arts or Iron Studios? Yes. Yes and yes. I mean, I've got the Iron Studios Isom statue, but I have the Pure Arts Batman and Superman 1 in 10s, which are very nice. They're very nice. And I have the Pure Arts 1 in 2 scale fucking Geralt statue. Mechanism Studios with the $5 says, since Graham Nolan didn't work on Batman 497, no, he worked on Detective Comics, not Batman comics. He worked on Detective Comics. But it's the breaking of the Bat issue. Should Graham sign it? What would you have Graham sign? I think, look, Graham's doing the art for Detective Comics during Nightfall. I'd say I would say whether or not he feels that he should sign it. If you wanted to get it, ask him to sign it, and by all means. And just allow him to do his thing. He'll sign a little something for you. When he does his Bane stuff, he sometimes signs "I will break you." That's what he did on the beautiful piece that he gave me. So there you go. On what you're trying to.
This is Spider-Man Noir with Nicolas Cage. Live action show coming to I think Amazon Prime. And I think it's coming out within the next few months. I haven't seen a single trailer for it though, but it's Nicolas Cage, man. I'm gonna give it a shot because it's Nicolas fucking Cage.
Looks like Sin City.
I mean,
I know it's
noir.
Noir, yeah.
It's supposed to be noir.
I don't know. I know nothing about Spider-Man Noir. So
it's all right. I think it could be fun if they just lean into the Nicolas Cage of it all and keep it noir. We'll see, but there's some pictures that just went up. Yeah.
DPG Bella with a $2 says, Iron Lung, should we watch a playthrough first?
You don't need to.
Yeah.
You really don't need to. But if you're interested in the idea, I'm not going to say it wouldn't be fun for you to see how they differ or what things you took from the game. But yeah, you don't need to.
Did you see the pictures of Highlander?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dave Bautista as the Kurgan. I'm not super happy about that.
Taylor Yaspek with a $5 says, why does it feel like a given that sequels and multiple seasons of shows have a massive drop in money and viewers? Also, have you seen Barry the show? I have no idea what
I haven't seen Barry.
Show is.
I have.
Oh,
what'd you think of Barry?
I like the premise and I liked some of the payoffs, but broadly, I just didn't think it was that great. There's some episodes that are really good, and then a lot of the middle stuff, I was just kind of meh about it.
Well, the reason why they're dropping money in views is they're no good.
I mean, that's usually the case.
But it's no good, but they keep on making the fucking thing. So if they want to waste the money, feel free to do so. Lichpin with a $10 says, hopefully, since Badlands flopped, Predator can be left alone. Probably not, but hey, a girl can dream. Also, rip Alien, except for the Alien RPG. That's great.
Trachtenberg just got signed to a deal with, he just signed a big old deal. They're going to keep going with Predator.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking made a sequel to this.
They feel the critical response to Badlands was good enough to keep it going.
Yep.
Sinewave with a £2 says, I like boobs. Me too, mate. Fucking love it. Love them. Axel Foley with a 5 Australian says, where is the justice in our world? We get 6 1.5-hour episodes of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, but get 10-hour-long episodes of Star Trek Starfleet Academy.
Oh, and then when you get like more story in 5 minutes of one of those half hour episodes than you do in all 5 hour-long episodes, which you feel every nanosecond of. Predator Badlands filmmaker Dan Trachtenberg signs first look deal with Paramount. So I don't know. I don't know if he'll be doing them. Starfleet Academy. 5 more episodes to go and then a whole other season after that.
Whole other season.
And it is worse than The Acolyte.
Oh, God, yeah. Reno the Turk with a $5 says, did Gary just say subtle D? What's he thinking about? Maybe a good mammary?
Nothing subtle about my D, brother.
Mephistopheles with a £5 says, there are no true knights. Are there no true knights among you? Fucking goosebumps and my girlfriend's wet. Peak masculinity. Alpha Chad Fainor with a $10 says, morning boys, planning my next video, doing a Middle-earth Q&A. If you guys have a question about Tolkien lore, I'll answer it in the video.
All right, Alpha Chad. Like, why are you wrong about Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings? I love you, brother. Love Alpha Chad. Good dude. Good dude. He'll be there. Him and Middle Earth Mixer, and I'll step in too. We'll be there to tear apart Rims of Prime.
Wait, who's rimming what?
Rimming Amazon of Prime season 3. If it comes out this year, it is questionable.
Axel Foley with a $2 says, Lionel B sold me right away. Old Man Gamer with a $5, thank you. Lazarus with a 5 Canadian says, I don't know how Arlen of Pennytree walked anywhere dragging that third leg around. Right. Fucking massive. Sparks with a 5 Canadian says, the Shaker of Legs, Hammer of Hoe, Slayer of Virginity, the third leg of Sir Arlen. Daily Dose. Daily Dose Main with a $5. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, Andor, Mobland Penguin. Maybe when Mauler recommends a show you can talk about weekly, you should trust him.
Well, I'm sure he trusts me. It's just a matter of, I don't think he thinks I'm lying or anything.
But instead, Ad subjects himself to MILF Manor, Robin Hood, poop in my pants, etc. Maybe Az just likes the trash. I was born in the trash. I was molded by it. I didn't know what quality was until I was a man, and by then it was blinding. I was blinded. Var with the €5 says, recently found a guy stating that a great fantasy reading challenge, reading every influential fantasy book since the 19th century, the Everyman Reads. Very nice.
That sounds cool.
$5 says, can you describe exactly how bad the Tom King Batman marriage storyline was? Garbage, just terrible. That's if I'd be here all fucking day if I was describing it. But essentially, TLDR, Batman proposed to Catwoman because, quote, I'm very sad. I'm a very sad person and I have nothing and nothing makes me happy and I like you. Will you be my mummy?
Oh,
that's a good reason to marry somebody.
Yeah. And then proceeds to be a massive fucking limp-wristed baguette until she dumps him at the altar. Dumps him at the altar. Dr. Dez with a $5 says, I don't even know how you can pretend to care about this show when it ends in Danny destroying everything and John being sent to the wall. Because I'm not looking at it through that lens. That's why.
Yeah, and by that logic, we should care about the goodness of Rings of Power because it leads into Lord of the Rings. No. Old Man Gamer with a $5 says, just wanted to congratulate you on Saints and Sinners. I scored a copy just before the year's end. Just wanted to say all the stories were great. 15. I don't know what quite the 15 means, but thank you so much indeed, Old Man Gamer. Really appreciate that, dude.
Maybe it's a 15 out of 10.
Maybe it's a 15 out of 10. If it is, then woo! Spider Claw with the $2 says, Gary, you should make One Piece homework for Ryan.
I don't know if you'd listen, but I should.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. There's a second one. That's why.
15 pages.
15 pages is a tease. Lol. Hope you guys get a chance at longer stories in the future. Gary, I hope you can get in on the action next time.
Ooh.
Thank you, Old Man Game. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's a tough task to try and do something in that very claustrophobic window. I'm Sentinel with a
50 Australia. No, New Zealand. Oh my God, just fucking insulted the motherfucker. New Zealand dollars.
Oh, dude, he's gonna ask for a refund.
I know,
He said
fucking
Australia.
refund my super chat, you fat fuck. And I'll be like, sorry. For your troubles, thank you very much, Iron Sentinel. Appreciate you, dude. Lofty Pixels prolapsed.
PP.
Okay. With a $10 says, speaking of AI, the other Jeep ADs, how does this year's Super Bowl ads were AI? Speaking of One Piece, never underestimate the ability of a studio to always ruin any and all beloved IPs. Oh, no,
Never.
we don't. I mean, I don't get the American adverts in the UK. I only get the UK adverts. So I didn't see any. That Grogu and Mandalorian, that just looked like fucking AI, the whole thing.
Yeah,
It did.
No? I bet you it fucking was.
Mm-hmm.
King of Jesters, Jester of Kings with the $2 is people saying ew to the back boobs still would. Chris with a $5. A bit behind. Are the Rooftop Koreans honorary members of the Black Watch? Yes. Sure. Vaughn.
We gotta tell Ryan about that.
I know. He'll be like, what? Ryan will be like, send me to the wall. Vaughn with a €5 says, relating to Supergirl, even if we presume the unlikely possibility that it is successful, which is really unlikely, it will be a disaster for Warner Brothers. Well, I mean, what's the success for this film? Because I would say if this movie does 450 million, I think that is good for a Supergirl movie. But I don't think they want 450 million with the amount that they're going to be spending on this fucking thing.
Oh, they'll call it a success.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what they pretend the budget's for that one.
All I've learned is they'll lie up every single time, no matter what film it is.
Well,
I want to make sure.
Remember
Film
when
can do well and they'll lie about it.
Yeah.
Positively.
Sine Wave with the £5 says Robin has the power to duplicate her body parts and grow them out of other objects, making a ladder out of arms, etc. Oh. And I thought I was
not
the handsy one.
I was not thinking of a ladder.
Yeah. John Wayne with a 1 month membership says, howdy, has Gary Mauler. Did you see the John Leguizamo crying like a little bitch because he saw himself represented in the halftime show? It's just performative activism. Yeah. Performative activism. It's about as genuine as a Ryan Seacrest compliment. Splice Stream with a $5 says, my dad, a normie, saw the Mando trailer and laughed. Had to explain that it wasn't a joke and they're releasing a movie. He didn't believe me. Uh-oh, Disney. It could do real bad.
They had to come out and make a statement about the ad.
Right?
That
some of these things are going real
what
well.
says you failed miserably?
Yes.
In your... Nothing says you failed miserably than somebody having to explain the joke.
Oof.
It's crazy. There is zero interest in that fucking film.
No, I mean, what makes more money, Supergirl or Mando and Grogu?
Ooh. I guess Mando and Grogu, but now I'm not even sure because people seem to be really. I still think it's a wild card. I'm really not sure.
Both of them could do mid 400 to 500, or both of them could fall off a fucking cliff. And which is the most likely to do that? I would say Supergirl would probably be the more likely.
Well, Supergirl's surrounded by a bunch of movies that will be hits.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oof. I don't envy it. That would be the excuse, by the way, for underperforms.
Yeah.
Moto Geeked with the $10 says, I love how the Fargate fandom has split into a line to the show's factions, the elites, the fabulous Fargates, the totalitarians, the rampant Fargates, and the Firetech clan, the flaming Fargates. Yes, there's a lot of Fargate
Big fandom.
8-bit site, I guess, maybe, with a $5. It says, sure, it has all the check boxes, but also great bloody action, great tits, and a midget tossing. The new Spartacus series was badass.
Really?
Did anyone watch it?
No. I you know what I did? I rewatched Spartacus Blood and Sand. Yeah.
Let's just say I was shown some parts of it. It does not look reassuring. Let's just say that.
Oh. But I'm always up for some great tits.
Man, there's a lot of them in Spartacus.
Oh, there's only yeah. Moto Geeked with $10 says, I love how oh no, wait, did I go? I went the wrong way. The Coom, I guess, with a 100 shekels says, unlike Mando and Labubu, Sony is actually smart and is not marketing Brand New Day with a shitty ad since it's going to be an easy billion. Don't think an easy billion. I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work for it. But I think they probably did the right thing to not put a trailer at the Super Bowl because it's literally just a fucking pride parade now. Robo Ross with an 18 months says the Fargate spin-off set in Alpha Centaur was better than the original.
Oh,
no.
Them's fighting words.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hate it when we come across these type.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Always one of these guys.
Oh, there's always one. And I'll explain why as well. Bruce Leroy Jenkins with a $2 Albedo Fatso. ETWTV with a £2 says, have you seen any Aluko versus Simon Jordan from today? No. Is that would be what's that on Talk TV or whatever? Nathan Cassidy with a $5 says, all I have to say, after checking out Fargate, Amelia is based wife material, and I'm not that big on goths. Amelia is for the win.
Absolutely.
I'm British as well.
Yeah. Well, that accent, just makes
Electrifying with a £2 says, Gary, did you know AJ from TWF was on Tucker Carlson?
Yes, from the Y-Files. Yes, he was. AJ's the man.
Brie Lynn with a 2 Canadian 79 says, wait, does Drinker think Fargate is real?
It is real. Brie Lynn.
Israel?
It is. Oh, no.
Oh,
oh shit.
Try Illuminati.
Listen, Drinker hasn't checked if it's real, and therefore he's assuming the best of all of us.
He's asked questions and we've given answers. I might have to go check this out. When he said that, I nearly fucking pissed myself. Our Robo Ross with a £5. There's a cool Japanese homage to Fargate, but it's only available on the hub.
Oh, well, there's lots of Fargate fan films.
Kroom with a £5 says, if this Starfleet Academy episode is between a straight couple, will it be under psychokinesis like Kirk and Uhura and against their will? Yeah, I had to...
Maybe.
Remember when what dipshit fucking fat ugly cow from Mary Sue when she did her thing, saying
Rachel Weiszman.
Yes, that's the one. Very, very easy to pick out. She's like, and it was the first interracial kiss, which it wasn't on television. And I'm just like, it was against their will. You realize the story behind it. It wasn't a consensual kiss. But it's just like, it doesn't have to be consensual. It was, and it wasn't, dude, you just have to like Google for 1 minute, less, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds to know that it wasn't the first interracial kiss on US TV. It is Kroom. It is between a straight couple. It's between Caleb and the Bajoran whore with no ass or tits. So if you see the chest, it might be Caleb's, it might be hers. They're going to be as flat as each other. Abigail, with a member for 35 months, says, may we all live long enough to see AI Adventures of Indiana Jones made from Jim Steranko concept art. Oof.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, Disney just sued Google and they had to clap down on all the Star Wars AI. Because it was better. It's still AI. Okay.
I know it's AI, and some of it is rough as fuck. But the stories that they tell are so much better than anything Disney's done.
Yep.
Really is. There's some really good Darth Vader and Count Dooku. Anyway. Again, I haven't scrolled up. McGrunty John Hansen with a $2 says Alien Isolation 2 is announced. Fingers crossed. Imperial Fist Stan with a $5 says I just realized that Fargate isn't a real show. What is real anymore?
Just because you can't find it doesn't mean it's not real.
It's real right here in our hearts. Okay. Metal Meat Slave with a 2 Canadian 79 says Gary should play Papers, please. Fucking hell.
You might like that. What's that?
It's not Jewish. I mean, come on. Cave Dive Doc with a $2 says just getting into Fargate, loving every minute of it. There you go. It is real. Ryan Bailey with a $5 saying Dragon Quest 7. Sorry if I misspoke and said Dragon Age 7. I meant to say Dragon Quest 7 reimagining. You're playing more Veilguard. I knew you loved it. Am I mistaken? You weren't you going to do a huge in-depth review? I've still got the folder. Of it all. One day it will happen. Maybe it's time to get working on it like an hour a day or something. Just chipping away. Heartbreak Ridge 42 with the $5 says, speaking of space 1999, Elon Musk's Moon City simply must be called Moonbase Alpha. I mean, surely it's got to be. If they do create, if we get that first base on the moon, it's got to be called Moonbase Alpha. But if you look into everything that he's investing in, and then if you look into Mars, everything that he's investing in is to do with setting up the infrastructure for Mars. The drilling, the robots, the Optimuses. Yeah, there's it's all kinds. I did a deep dive into that the other night. Fucking hell.
As far as I'm aware, we are fucking ages away from being able to do anything with Mars. There's too many physics related problems for us to solve.
I think it's set infrastructure for the future.
Yeah, but that's a distant future, not like a.
I'd be very surprised if it was our lifetime. Very surprised. Imperial Fist Stan with a $5 says, people saying it's real. Can someone tell me where to find Fargate these days? If it isn't on Disney, Netflix or Disney Plus, I might have to pirate it. You can try, but what was it on the last time we heard? Was it Fugu?
Fubi?
Fubi. Was it? Yeah, it's on Fubi. Yeah.
We have to read Gary's lips.
It might be moving to Plubo. That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
So it was on Fluby, but then it'll be on Plubo.
Okay.
We can only hope.
Yes, Stein with a £5 says, how many Fargate creds do you think would buy a Schlurpo? Sorry if it's a bit meta. All of them?
I think the exchange rate is currently 10,000 creds to a Schlurpo.
Wow. But why
they've had a recession.
I don't get why you're presuming that Schlurpo's currency.
It might be. Schlurpo just might be an idea.
Danica, the 4K isn't out yet for Fargate.
No.
They've announced it, but it's not out yet.
They're remastering it.
Yeah. So we gotta wait for that one, I'm afraid.
I think they're working on the special effects a little bit too. So I'm a little concerned about messing with the original product, but we'll see.
Shawnee Devil has been a member for 29. Thank you, Shawnee. Come on, Mauler, which part am I reading? Which part aren't I reading?
The S-Man brownie, I guess.
Okay. The S-Man brownie with a
brown.
£2 says, aren't Millwall your nearest rivals? Yeah. Geographically, it should be Millwall, and it is still kind of a bit of a derby for sure. But the derby, it's Brighton Palace. That is the derby. So, I mean, again, work it out. I don't know. I've never known. Imperial Fist down with a $2 says, why do you care, Gary? Dodgers have ruined baseball.
I don't care as much as I used to.
Okay.
Yeah. But they
Chris
have.
from Michigan with the $5 says, question for Gary. What did you think about the comic book crossover between Fargate and Peeping Tom? P.S. I know it's not canon. Hail to the chat.
It's not canon, but maybe it should be. Maybe it should be.
God, those covers were amazing for Peeping Tom. The Planet Will with a $10 says, the real Fargate are the friends we gaslit along the way.
Hey, man, maybe a few years from now we make Fargate, okay?
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. I'll talk to you at the end of the show.
Okay.
They didn't let me spell that right. I could work out between the lines.
Yep.
Cody Buffett Wilson with a 5 Canadian says, happy to tune in live, replaying GTA 4 with the improved classics mod pack, story, characters, and atmosphere hold up bigly. Doubt GTA 6 can top it. Dude, I watched this guy get arrested by the police on, an Insta reel or YouTube reel or whatever. He just killed his girlfriend. And he was just like, and the guy was just like, it's all right, mate. You'll be all right, mate. He's trying to just calm him down. You'll be all right, right? He's like, I'm going to miss GTA 6. I was like,
the true tragedy.
Oh. He's like, you'd be right. He was like, I'm going to be in prison for the rest of my life. I'm glad he's got his priorities fucking right. I could.
He might not miss it. It depends on what kind of a life.
What dude? UK government. Oh no, he was white. So
yeah,
stay in. Dragon Wise with a $5 said, what episode of Fargate is it where Sam Rockwell plays 2 characters? They never got the credit because the contract loopholes. Hail all. That was Double Trouble, and that was. Sorry, go on.
If you rewatch it, there's loads of foreshadowing for the Archmangers.
I think it's season 2, episode either 14 or 15. Around there.
Something like that.
Around there. Okay, it might be 13, but it's around there. But yeah, we definitely get that Arch Magnus.
Mangus.
Mangus. Sorry, Magnus. I was thinking of 40K.
Idiot.
Krog Base with a 50 Swedish says, finished Classic Who, took 3 years, and I did it as a joke against the wokes because they like the modern stuff. I was like, okay, 1963, here we go. I'd much prefer to watch that than any fucking
Hell
shit.
yeah. Now you got to go find the 100 missing episodes.
And if you do, let us know.
Yeah.
Carl with a 24-month says, who would win in a fight? The 6 new Avengers from the end of the
Thunderbolts?
Age of Ultron?
Age of Ultron film?
Or the 6 X-Men in the final battle in the Last Stand film?
So just to be clear, that would be Wanda, Falcon, Cap. Who else is in that team? It's the end of Age of Ultron. Is like because Iron Man's not a part of that anymore. I don't think.
Vision.
Thor's not a part of it. Yeah, Vision's. Oh, dude, it's over already. I think if you got Vision. Because who's the strongest person they've got in the Last Stand X-Men? Because that's Jean Grey's the enemy, so she's not even in there.
Wolverine.
If Wolverine's the strongest, then
done.
the Marvel's winning that.
Yep.
Did I say Marvel? Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron, Avengers.
Yeah.
Post AOU.
I love that end bit between Ultron and Vision in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like, you're so naive. And he just says, well, after all, I was born yesterday. It's a great line. Great
I'm
line.
surprised you picked that rather than a thing isn't beautiful because it lasts. That's like
the whole thing between the two of them at the end is great.
Yeah,
it's got wonderful dialogue.
Pity about the movie overall. There's lots of highlights in it though.
I think it's a bit of a short shrift. I think some really good stuff in there.
Probably, I mean, if you think about it retrospectively, sandwiching it between Avengers films anyway, Avengers and Infinity War, it's got an older and younger brother that are way better.
Well, it's between Avengers and Civil War.
No, it's before Civil War, isn't it?
You're
saying.
Oh yeah, I mean it's Cap 3, but essentially, it's essentially an Avengers
man,
movie.
he's still the protagonist, okay? But
I know.
But I would make the same argument at that point because Civil War is better than Age of Ultron for sure.
Dominic Parker with a £2 says, did you catch the game last night? No, I caught it the day before, you fucking smart ass. Do you know, that's the first time I've ever watched a Super Bowl final with the Patriots in the final with no fear whatsoever because I never thought we were going to win. So I was just relaxed the whole way through. It was quite bizarre, to be honest with you. Quite bizarre. But so proud. I really am proud. And I tell you what, a lot of pressure going on to Drake May, but what was our fucking rookie tight end? Oh my God, he had a fucking howler. He just let them walk up on Drake the whole fucking game. Ryan Crawford with a £2 is playing the old Command and Conquer games. Epic, yeah. Yeah, they're great. Red Alert, fucking awesome. Will Campbell had a fucking nightmare. Absolute he was horrendous. The whole match, horrendous. Left tackle, thank you. Brett Lifers with a $20 says, I was watching Blade Runner the other day and noticed an origami chicken.
Yes, there is an origami chicken.
Yes, there is. Wasn't this the Star Trek Starfleet Academy? Yeah, I think it was reference. Do the writers and Kurtzman have original thought? No. Everything is stolen. Everything. And if it's not from stealing it from other Star Trek, it's stealing it from other sci-fi or video games.
They stole from Mork and Mindy in the last episode.
Right? Damn. They had to do them fucking Mork calling Orson, come in, Orson fucking... Yep. It was horrific. Maritime Rodent gifting
20 memberships to the stream.
Maritime, thank you. That's a massive drop of gifted memberships. Thank you. Jeremy Snowden with a £2 says 18-hour Veilguard review from ads. I'm in. Don't think it'd be 18 hours. But I think
You're not
it would
trying
be-
hard enough then.
I know, but I'm training wheels, bud. I think it would be it would certainly be around the 1.5 to 2 hour mark. John Gets Gaming with a $5 says, when the captain said, it's gating time, and gated all over the place at the end of the second episode, I knew I was hooked. Instant chills peak. John Gets Gaming with a... Sorry.
If you just, if you're careful about it, you just say to Drinker at some point, it's like, yeah, the Fargates are like, they're basically the same, they allow you to travel across the universe quickly, but they're controlled by the Archmangus, and they've got to defeat him in order to get control back for the people. It happens over a few seasons. It's pretty good, Just gotta stay with even a hint of seriousness, and it'll go far.
Oh wait, I didn't read that one. That was the other one. John Gets Gaming with another $5 says, thought it was a bit of a stretch when the villain, the one, came back in Fargate season 4, but I guess if you don't see it on screen,
and they're not technically the same character.
No.
Yes, if you really paid attention to what was going on in season 3, you will work it out in season 4 for who it actually was.
Mm-hmm.
Reno the Turk with the $2 says, I love Alan Moore's utter hate for Grant Morrison. He pretty much has hate for everything in all fairness. He's a very, very bitter old man.
Yes, he is. He's not happy. He's not a happy person.
Edgelord with a $2 says, John Campia blocked me today. Been a fan for 15 years. Why?
What for?
Why?
What did you do?
What did you do, Edgelord?
Did you ask a normal question? And what did you do? What did you do?
Did he find Tobey Maguire's dick?
Did you say, I've got Tobey Maguire's dick? Would you like some? Snacks with the $2 says, thoughts on the Fargate Starscape crossover episode?
It's not canon to me.
Yeah, the characters got lost in the sauce, and they were just like a sort of parody of themselves, really. So I don't put any.
Yeah, it was too much of a gimmick. They really should have brought in a little more earnestness in that episode. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
Yeah, basic stuff. Poop Eater lol with a $10 says, Mola, congrats on all in good time. As I'm the 100th person to ask you this, but thoughts on Transformers 1 and Gary, beautiful beard.
Thank you. Needs to be trimmed.
I wasn't a fan of Transformers 1. It was a mess. I wish tonally it was a mess. The story was all over the place. There were some decent ideas here or there, but the execution was terribly poor. And a lot of the characters, like Bumblebee, didn't work at all. It was frustrating because I would have loved a great Transformers 1, a great Transformers movie, but nope. Big nope, I'm afraid. Uncle Pappy Wolf for the $5 says, Reddit rumor, will Fargate actually release the comic book side stories through the Rippaverse store? These stories were so good.
You never know.
You never know.
Starscape started out okay, but once they lost all of their writers team in that unfortunate incident in Helsinki, like they were never the same.
Fucking Icelandic. I know, and I can't believe Ezra Miller hasn't been arrested. But
the tragedy of Summersinky.
The tragedy of Summersinky. John Gets Gaming with the $5 says, so happy Fargate got Christopher Lee before his passing. Didn't play a big role, but man, the way he put the Doctor in her place was
chef's kiss. Yes, it was.
Yes, sir.
And
Krog based with a 550 Swedish says, had more laughs with Doctor Who funnier as I went, finding out it's not exactly easily accessible show. There's junked missing episodes and shit. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. And we are caught up. Yee! Boom. Molly. Molly, hold that thought. Take a 610 with a $10 says, is the Fargate joke that Drinker hadn't actually seen the show, so didn't know it's actually called Farscape? No.
Totally different show.
No.
Yeah, he's seen Farscape. Yeah.
It's its own original thing. Because Fargate kind of did happen as Ben Bowder and Claudia Back joined Stargate SG-1 in season 9. Yes, they know.
He's aware of that as well.
He's aware of that. Completely different. Cole Hauser with a 2 Canadian says there will be no Transformer 1 chat on Saturday. I mean, you can ask, but I mean. Edgelord with a $2 says he blocked me because I said he scaled back too much.
Scaled back too much what?
If it's stuff, it's because Robert Ma Burnett's the only fucking good thing there.
Oh, he scaled back the show?
I don't
know. One of his old co-hosts used to be the wife in Spartacus. Well, she's still alive. No, the wife from season 1.
Oh, wow.
Spartacus season 1. Aaron Cummings?
Cummings.
Lord
with another $2 says AMC Movie Talk, Collider Movies, and now a closet.
Oh, is that what you...
And on that note, Morley, anything you'd like to plug before we go, sir?
Next EFAP is on Valentine's Day, so we're all going to be talking about Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's it was funny. I was going to Fring. It's like we should probably do some kind of romantic movie, and then we were like,
romantic?
Schindler's List.
That ending, man. Okay.
What do you mean? Do you remember what happens at the end of that film?
Well,
what I was trying to say was that me and Fringy don't exactly have an enormous fucking, background of romantic movies. We had a couple of suggestions that we were thinking, but we decided Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is very reaffirming on relationships, even if they don't work out.
But they're just gonna go right through the loop again.
But they know. That's what they say.
I know.
They're not going to loop forever. They want to not erase it this time. You understand the point of the film, right? The bad parts of relationships. It seems
like they were just doomed to repeat over and over again.
No. That's not how. That's not the point.
Mountain.
That was just gay.
Remember the whole the whole memory erasing organization gets like destroyed by the end of that film because Kirsten Dunst sends the tapes to everybody who ever had a part in it. Remember? And then
no, I don't actually. To be honest.
The point is that they want to keep the memories that are good, even at the cost of the bad ones, and that's what the film's about. So if we had the chance to erase all bad memories, that we wouldn't be us anymore.
I'll have to. It's been a long time since
you should. It's an amazing movie. It's top tier.
Ty Robs with a $2 says thoughts on long rumored Fargate Farfleet Academy. It's gonna move on. John Gets Gaming with a $5 says a man says he wants more content and Campia blocks him. Isn't that basically just complimenting him? Campia, my content is crap. Don't ask for any more. You said it, John. Reno the Turk with a $2 says American Psycho is the best rom-com. American Psycho is amazing. Fucking love that film. Jim with a membership for 45 as well. Jim, thank you. Gaddy, anything you like to plug before we go, sir?
No, I'm just going to do the watch party for Starfleet Academy on Thursday for the members, and then do another review. Try to mix in something other than Star Trek. Going to try to do that too.
But Sunday.
Yes, Sunday, 9:45 p.m. Central. we will be covering the penultimate episode of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms with Mahler, Fringy, Shad, and Ryan Kinnell. It's going to be a banger.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Yep.
Nice. Right tomorrow, there'll be a video for sure. I need to confirm what's good. I think we're coming back on the 17th for Rip and a Silver Pack. I just need to confirm.
Does that keep getting put off, or
yeah? No, I think it's meant to be the 17th. I need to confirm with Eric. But I'll do that anyway. But
That's
definitely a video
Tuesday.
tomorrow.
That's Tuesday, so it'd be the 18th.
Yes, the 18th. Sorry. My bad. I'm all over the place right now. Video tomorrow. Thursday, there will be the Starfleet Academy review.
Oh yeah.
Friday video, and Saturday 4 p.m. UK time. I'll be jumping onto Colhouse's channel, and we'll be talking some Transformers. And I think Drunk 3PO might unfortunately be there, but you know.
Oh wow, that was me.
Well, you do what you can.
Yeah, you can't have everything, you know. So there'll be that, and then Sunday will be normal afternoon tea with us, and Sunday fun day. So there's that as well. Massive thank you to everyone who came to watch today. Mods, thank you very much indeed for giving up your free time. Everyone who's super chatted, membered, remembered, gifted memberships, thank you for supporting the channel. We'll be back next week on Gary's. Until then, you take care. Goodbye, Blue Bull.
Bye-bye.